up, Woodward. We are starting off your day with a brand new crew. Meet Broder.
I can't control my arms sometimes. My limbs are just kind of flying.
Detroit Kool-Aid.
Fired up!
Y'all got Kool-Aid.
I'm fired up! But with the Wake Up Woodward crew, he's actually a part of the family.
Flannel Sam.
Ask me about my wiener. Okay.
Along with JB and KG. Wake Up Woodward gets you all of your Detroit sports talk. Every morning, 8 to 10 a.m. Live on Woodward Sports. A show for Detroit, by Detroit, with people from Detroit. Tell Siri to set an alarm. Because it's time to Wake Up Woodward.
Wait, did you say what if we're unmuted? Oh, what up, though, people? Welcome to Wake Up Woodward. And yes, it is a Friday show. So you guys already know, this thing is going to get off the rails at some point in time. But we got energy right from the get-go. Thank you guys for choosing to kick off the day with the Woo Crew. We got 5 of the 6 here. Shout out to Flannel Sam, who will be on Big D Energy today.
With T-Foss.
But
With
what up,
T-Foss.
though, Mr. Matthew Broder, our credentialed Lions and Tigers reporter and writer, and it's your boy Brandon Dent, a.k.a. Detroit Kool-Aid, your credentialed Pistons reporter and writer. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm so excited. It is Friday. I'm excited for a Friday show. I'm excited that we now have Fridays like built to interact with the chat. So like all of the 9 o'clock hour, all of the show will be interacting, but 9 o'clock hour, we need your help, we need your engagement, we need your bars, because it's Barking Friday.
Barking
And we got some great
Friday.
topics on the show sheet. They cover all the sports. We're going to take a slight break from baseball and Tigers and all the Scooble talk. Although there's some stuff we have to discuss just like around it.
Yeah.
I think we got a good show plan. I think it's going to be fun. Chat, let's do this.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. But, chat, as always, you guys are the most important part of this entire thing. So go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and satisfy that like button and treat it right. Y'all already know what it is.
It's Friday, y'all.
It's Friday.
Let's unwind. Go ahead and treat that button real nice.
Satisfied.
The team's all here. We ready to have a good time. But only have a good time with you.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. I love every part of that. Like if I was in the chat,
Come
which
on, y'all.
I already hit the like, but I would hit it again after seeing that little duet.
Come on, man. We're dancing for them likes, y'all. We're dancing for them likes. Throw them up, y'all.
It's turning into a song. Like you got the harmony going. KG, you spit that little
A little bit
The
of
ad-libs.
bars, little bit of
intro or an
spoken word.
outro.
That's
You know how they talk?
It's ad-libs, man.
Quiet storm.
Little Jamie Foxx,
Yeah, you got to give them a little flavor, man.
Yeah.
When people walking in the club getting comfortable, you got to make them
And
comfortable.
how
man.
appropriate, too. You know what? Shout out to KG, Detroit's number one draft pick. He's in the sound booth. Black Hollywood, full on Black Hollywood mode today.
Hey, I'm not Black Hollywood today.
Acknowledge me.
I am your reigning, defending,
I'm sorry.
undisputed Bar King.
I am sorry, Your Highness.
Ready to defend my title today, man. What's up, y'all?
I love the energy.
Yes, sir.
I think we need to get a what's it called? Not a cape, not a cape,
robe.
a robe.
Yes.
We need a king robe.
I'm with that.
You know,
We need
Is it
something
Halloween?
like that.
Can we get on sale because
For
Halloween's in a
Friday.
couple months?
Yeah.
just
Oh,
Friday.
yeah, actually.
That
Yeah.
would be awesome.
Okay.
That actually would be really
Put that
awesome.
on the checklist. Put that on the checklist. KG, I'm coming for you.
Okay.
So is
All right.
JB.
I'm
All
ready
right.
to be your longest reigning Bar King.
Oh, I got
So,
some bars. I just didn't
Just saying.
submit them. So
Oh.
if the Bar King allows, we got some. I got something up my short sleeves.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
There may be a penalty, but
As long as
It's okay. I got
as long
extra
as
credit.
the life is there.
I got extra credit. If we can get it in the system, we're gonna have some fun today.
I already bet.
oh, James, thanks so much for waking up with positivity.
Hey, shout out
Douche.
to what we're sponsored.
I didn't even see what he said.
Let's go.
What?
No,
Shout
he's been blocked for the last couple days or
Oh,
something.
damn, he big bad.
Sorry.
No, it's hilarious.
It's not unusual.
Spicy Broder, dog. I'm telling you, it's a vibe.
You're getting freaky today.
Hey, it's up.
Shit.
FAB. But shout out to Woodward Sports' MVP in the 10th move. JB Smooth, decked out in all green.
All green, baby. Oregon. Them Ducks. That's what I'm talking about. Man, Broder, you starting off already
From my
spicy?
Spartan
Oh, yeah.
Unreal.
Oh, yeah.
Unreal.
Oh, yeah. It's one of those.
One of those days.
It's one of those.
Man.
And it's going to start right from our opening layup lines, but we have another
Yep.
intro.
Yep.
To
That
make-
dude, Justin.
I'm
What
white.
up, though, man? I like it. Spider-Man backpack, the Spider-Man shirt. I recognize it. I'm a comic book nerd, man. I recognize it.
I'm fired up. Let's go. Friday show. Woo crew. How we do? Let's go.
Let's go.
Coach
Broder,
the tower.
You know what? Let's tell the people what we are going to be talking about today.
We are first going to celebrate Mr. Steve-O, baby, in the chat because the dude just had a bone marrow transplant procedure or whatever. He says he's recovering, feeling fine. He said everything was successful.
That is
so
good,
first
man.
thing off the bat, we got to shout out Steve-O, baby, in the chat. You are the man. Keep grinding through the rehab or whatever. I don't know what comes next. I know it's just not a fun procedure at all. So I'm glad you're feeling well, man. If there's anything you need, the Woo Crew has got you. And I know the chat does too. This chat is the best across the network, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt. So what are we going to talk about today? We got some great layup lines coming. Kool-Aid's going to debrief us. We're going to get back into some Pistons. 8:15. I want to hear more about this Vegas trip. Yeah. Gave you the day off yesterday to get back, get rested. So we're touching on that first segment. JEWSUS is coming up with the top 10 list. It's EA College Sports 25 related. It's something you're going to want to tune into at 8:30, 8:45. Just got a few lines, topics real quick because training camp starts tomorrow. The rookies report. I got the smile. Media doesn't get to go till next week, but the rookies are going to be out there, which means Terrion, Enos Rakestraw, Gio Manu, Vaki, Mahogany, everybody.
That's a
Wingo.
squad.
That's a squad, and those are just the
young
drafted rookies. I'm excited for some undrafted guys too in Betts and Bates. It's going to be a good one. 9 o'clock. We're starting right at 9. We got Barking started. It's going to be a good one today.
Yep. And before we get to layup lines and get warmed up, we got to have something to work off first. I had this question.
Oh, boy.
I just wanted to ask you guys.
Oh, boy.
No, it's just, look, we're all foodies here.
Yeah.
I've recognized it. I'm definitely a foodie. Mm-hmm. Chick-fil-A was the #1 fast food restaurant last year, according to USA Today. Do you know who knocked them off this year?
Who?
I need some guesses, for real.
Tell me it's Soroki's. Is it Soroki's?
It should have been Soroki's.
Oh, it should have been Soroki's.
It should have been.
Yeah, right?
No. When you hear who wins, who actually did it, you're going to be like, what?
No. Okay, so that.
It's some bullshit then.
Chat family, hey, get
what do
some
you
comments
guess?
in there.
I don't think he's going Wendy's, McDonald's, or Burger
I don't
King.
think it's
It's definitely not KFC.
Sonic?
Nope.
No.
Is it Arby's?
Nope.
Hell, all right, good.
Get the beef.
Popeyes?
Popeyes?
No. I would have taken Popeyes over this one.
Give us a hint. Like, what type?
Popeyes smacked.
It's that bad.
What type? Mexican.
Taco Bell?
No, J just said Taco Bell too.
Mexican
Del
fast
Taco?
food.
Del Taco?
No,
bro.
No. Hell no.
Del Taco.
#1 fast food chain in the U.S.
Dude, they knocked them off. USA Today, man.
I've never eaten. I've only heard bad things about it.
Yeah,
I've only heard you're not going to have a fun time
Bro,
a couple
look,
hours later.
Shout out to Queen Kool-Aid. She was up reading through the news and everything, saw this. I was like, you got to send it to me. I got to verify this myself. Make sure that it's not like, some unverified report. It's USA Today.
First off, you start with Queen Kool-Aid sent this to you, and we will give whatever she does all the way more respect than we just gave Del Taco. But
Big fact.
bro, that's
Who the
I don't
hell
understand
eats
that.
at Del Taco?
like why? Does
They
it have a
said
description? Does it
This
have an,
popular taco stop, which serves all kinds of
Popular taco
satisfying
stop.
Mexican fare, including burritos, quesadillas, and nachos, also offers burgers and fries. In
Oh, my
addition,
God.
Del Taco
That's
has
a
a
problem.
dedicated
Yeah.
breakfast menu as well as a vegan and vegetarian menu.
No.
USA Today's 10 best editors
Man.
wrote.
okay, so
Their
I
10 best editors wrote this, man.
I already have a hard time with like you know how there's men's body products. You got shampoo, face wash, and body wash and conditioner, like all in one.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can't do
believe
that.
that can happen.
You can't do that.
I don't know the chemical makeup. It doesn't work. I don't want to go to a fast food Mexican place and get burgers. I don't want breakfast.
Yes.
I don't want vegan.
Yes.
And I don't want vegetarian. I don't think you can be great at any one thing if you're offering all that.
Yeah, that's crazy. This world's going to shit.
You gotta
This
talk.
world is just
Talk your
going
talk.
down the tubes. I would have much rather had Taco Bell, and I'm not the biggest fan of Taco Bell.
Agreed.
But that's crazy.
It's crazy to me.
Throw up.
It's just the disappointment in that dude Justin's voice when he said, Del Taco?
Who eats there? Literally.
Hey, I have tried Del Taco. I will admit.
Oh, come on.
It is
come on,
not.
JB.
It's not the best, but
No,
you
JB.
cannot sleep on the fries and queso. I'm telling you.
Really?
Listen,
Yes, fries and queso. Do it. Just do it.
Queen Kool-Aid and I said it. We was like, look, it's not bad. It's not like terrible. There's some things that you can get, especially after a party night. We used to go out after our kids got a little bit older before the baby, and Del Taco sometimes. Listen,
Free
that's the midnight
Shavakadu.
spot.
Free Shabakadu.
It's a free midnight spot, so I get it. But the best, no.
Vine.
Not even
No,
my
no,
top
I'm not
20.
saying it's the best at all. No, but
Fries
I'm just
in the
saying.
queso, no.
Fries in the queso, just go and try them. I'm
Shout out
telling
to
you.
JB
they're good.
looking out for a potential future sponsor.
Right. He over there. He kissing up, baby.
Over here trying to handle business. What are y'all doing?
Oh my God.
Oh, man. Let's get into these layup lines. Now we got to walk that off, man.
No, that's
Yeah,
great.
you gotta walk Del Taco off for sure. You gotta walk that shit off.
So I have to. There's a popular WNBA player out there that
Caitlin Clark?
keeps breaking some. Chill, bro. Chill, bro.
I'm just messing, man.
Keeps winning awards.
I'm just messing.
She's one of the most popular WNBA players in the league this year.
Cameron
Definitely
Brink.
part of the future. That I just think it's worth shouting out. And no, it's not Caitlin Clark. It's
Yo,
Angel
he's starting
Reese.
to get
Angel
it-
Reese.
It's Angel freaking
Hey!
Reese. This is how we bring more eyes to it. We got to cover when Angel Reese performs. We got to call her out. This
You know
is
what?
how we grow it.
He saw her at a summer league.
Yeah,
Sideline.
that's what it
that
was.
that ass
That's
picture
what
has to be fake. I've seen some fake asses on what's trending JB. That's a big ass.
Dog, Jaylen Brown was slept on during that whole his performance at that summer league with his wife and Angel Reese, man. Underrated,
That's
bro.
better than the finals.
Underrated,
Oh
bro.
my lord.
Underrated, man.
I'm starting to think he took himself out of Team USA.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, for
they
a
asked him, he's
reason.
like, no, I'm good.
Y'all thought it was Nike.
I'm good.
It's
I'm
a
good.
different kind of swoosh.
No, but whoa, nice.
Friday.
That's a bar, baby.
That is a bar.
damn
Bar
right.
king.
You can crown yourself that. No, but Angel Reese, for me, when I was not anti-Angel Reese, I was like, you got to prove it on the court before you start talking. She's done exactly that. Broke a WNBA record, not a WNBA rookie record, a WNBA record of most consecutive games with the double-double. She's averaging 13.5 points, 12 rebounds. The last time that the record before that, Candace Parker did it twice, 12 straight games with a double-double in 2009 and 2019. So I just got to show some love to Angel Reese. Part of the reason why the WNBA just got this massive, was it $2.2 billion 11-year deal?
Yes.
Yes, Caitlin Clark is part of that, but Angel Reese is too. And a lot of the other WNBA players who set the stage for this, for these two, this next wave of WNBA stars to put it over the top. I think, who knows the return on investment? I don't want to get into that, but someone bet a lot of money on the WNBA growing in the next 10 years. I'm bullish on it too.
Yeah.
I'm bullish on it. And you know what? Since you admitted that, I like this love for Angel Reese. I do got to admit, it's more palatable when she's talking less.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can say,
I can
okay,
admit that.
she's doing it on the court.
I can definitely admit that.
Yeah, it's just, you know what? Do your sideline antics. I like that. Show up at some summer league stuff. I like that.
Yeah.
Have some peep pictures. Get all across social media. People can like that. I'm married. You know what I'm saying? I get that. Just let your game, like you've been saying, do the talking. And honestly, she's putting up more efficient games as well as of late. You know, if Caitlin Clark, and the whole host of other talented, because this is a very, very talented period in WNBA history.
And Juju Watkins is
Yep.
coming.
Yeah.
Like
Paige Buchers.
Yes. There's a wave coming. I want to hear from you too, KG.
Nah, and the whole thing with me, I've never disrespected anything Caitlin Clark is or is going to be. Obviously, she is the one that is the driving force behind this, but I just didn't like the Angel Reese disrespect. Like, she didn't make it there on her own merit. That's the only thing. But, just going forward, I do believe that this will be a success for the WNBA. You market to the children, man.
Yeah.
You got these young girls coming up. They see Caitlin Clark. They see an Angel Reese. They see an Aja Wilson, and they want to be these figures, man. And this will go a long way in terms of exposure. They won't be on Ion television. Like, who the hell watches Ion television?
We're not going to have a rivalry game at 1:30 p.m. on a Wednesday. Like, maybe it's a 8 o'clock game.
Exactly.
Where do you
To me-
even watch Ion TV?
Yeah, like what? But to me, this was a successful long-term investment. We'll see the dividends.
What about your
down
Cat
the road.
Williams like on Tubi?
Right.
Tubi.
Who is on Tubi?
No, but that's part of it. Like, more eyes will lead to more people seeing it at home, will lead to more girls, going out and wanting to be like Angel Reese, be like Caitlin Clark. I love it. One real quick question before we get to break. We're not going to go deep into the Tigers, but Jack Flaherty's on the mound tonight, which means he will have 3 starts until the trade deadline. Monday the 29th, which is the day before the trade deadline, would be the third of his starts. So I want to ask you, crew, if Jack Flaherty goes out and shoves these next 2 games, pitches well, doesn't get hurt, does what he needs to do to keep his trade value or raise it,
Trade him.
that Monday comes along and he's not traded yet, do you hold him out of that game? Do you sit him on that Monday and say, like, avoid the risk of A, injury, or B, getting shelled where it, even if it drops it just slightly, do you keep him out of that game?
You know what? That's the strategy right now, especially if you want to keep a Tarek Skubal. Jack Flaherty is a guy who you're going to have to trade because you got to get something in here. You have to get a shot at some type of prospect or some type of player you think can help you soon. I definitely would protect the asset, give yourself the best possible trade value with the Jack Flaherty, and hit that trade deadline full ammo.
Well, I'm a little on the other side. I know it's risky, but I would send him out there, man, because I want to disprove all the rumors about his back and him not being in a good, healthy space. Let him go out there. Hopefully he does pitch well that day, because if he doesn't, that could hurt the value. But I'm taking the risk, man. Send him out there. Show teams, hey, this guy is ready to go. He's going to come in, plug and play, get you to where you need to go. So that's how
even if the 2 starts before he he pitches it like he's been pitching.
Yeah.
Still run him out there the 3rd?
Why not?
All right. You guys have an opinion or nah? Or nah? I'm going to take the heads down as or nah. Let's get to break. I'm going to tell you. Actually, Kool-Aid's going to tell you about
something that's the best,
how
man.
you feed
right
his
now,
pets.
we got the Bar King over there. He's been the best for the last week. But where we go to get our pets the best at is Premier Pet Supplies, hands down. Michigan's best pet store. They offer the same conveniences and low prices, man. Similar to lower prices of all the online and big box retailers, with one major difference. They've been family and locally owned for over 30 plus years. Over 60 brands of food with nutrition experts to help you. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best at www.premierpetsupply.com.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Braylon Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola? Really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody!
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand, you offer more products to more people. That's exactly what Les Stanford did when they added Les Stanford Buick GMC. Still the same great service that their customers have come to know and trust, so go check them out on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile Road. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today, lesstanford.com, Les Stanford Chevrolet. Together, guys, let's drive.
I was going to say that, man. What you got to say to the people, man? Give us another what up, though.
Man, I just want to say the Pistons, man, I appreciate y'all for embracing me, man.
You got the Ron.
Great culture being built here, man. I just want to say I appreciate y'all for embracing me. And last, man, what up, dog?
Let's go. Thank you. Hey,
what up, dog?
What up, dog, people? Welcome back to Wake Up Woodward. We appreciate you guys for choosing to kick off your day with the Woo Crew. We got 5 of the 6 in the building. And we're going to recap, talk about what we learned about these rookies and the outlook of the Detroit Pistons from Las Vegas Summer League.
Yes, chat, hit that like, because Kool-Aid was just out in Vegas covering this team, watching them in person on the court. And Kool-Aid, I just want to ask maybe the broadest question to kick this off. Like, what is your outlook on this team after what you learned at Summer League about this team?
Yo, they're hard workers. That's one thing that I wanted to go there and see. Are they hard working? I wanted to see the type of chemistry that was going to go down. I wanted to get a feel for the coaches. I knew I would have some proximity and ability to talk to some members of the staff as well. And we're going to be able to go through all of this. I talked to Jamel McMillan. He is the son of former coach Nate McMillan. And he did a really good job with the Motor City Cruise. Kind of hit the ground running and helped get this team to the next level right away. And Jamel McMillan gave me some time, and he talked about what the organization feels about Bobby Clipman, Ron Holland, where they feel they can utilize them both offensively and defensively. So we're going to get into that as well. But just kind of the fun-loving nature of it as too. You got that first video I wanted to show the people, just kind of Ron Holland talking. He just gives like a little quick shout-out to the people of Detroit. Gives a shout-out to the G League because that's where he played his ball. And then he talks about his two-handed dunk. And then we're going to get into kind of the coaching staff. Hey, just say what up to the people of Detroit.
What up, though, Detroit?
Let's go.
Out here winning. Let's see if we can win this whole thing.
What about just your message to your fans and the G League fans?
G League fans, I miss y'all. Super excited for y'all. I hope y'all are super excited for me. I hope y'all tune in. I'm trying to be as entertaining as I can, but can't wait to see where I go from here. I got one more. Talk to me. Sit long. Fast break. I've been waiting to get it. Yeah, I've been waiting on that.
How that feel? Two-handed.
That felt good. Looking at it on video, it didn't look how it felt, but I mean, first body, I'm going to take it, and I can't wait to get more. They're going to look crazier than that. But when I didn't get first game that I missed, them the bodies I'm talking about. Thank you.
Think of selling your house, call Mark White & Associates or scan the QR code on the screen today.
And I wanted to be able to start with that video for this one particular reason, because it just kind of showed a little bit more of the other side of who Ron Holland was. Give people an opportunity to just kind of see who he is when he's just talking to talk rather than just in complete basketball mode. And so you can put the basketball together, you can put a little bit of the personality together and see kind of the type of guy that he is, especially when I give the report of the type of worker that I've seen him be. I've had some conversation as well with some of his family, coaching staffs kind of around him, AAU coaches and such. And they all say that he's excited and ready to get here and kind of do his thing.
He looks, and I see some of the other interviews. Go check out Kool-Aid's Twitter and the Woodward Sports Twitter. There's, I think, more videos than we're going to show on today. And you get to see not only his personality in videos like that, but also how mature he is when he's actually answering, the true basketball questions. So I love seeing both. I loved his mature answer. I hadn't seen that clip yet, but to see his attitude, the kid in him, he's 19. He's a young man. It'd be weird if he wasn't having fun.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. He doesn't seem like a kid that's coming in uptight. He doesn't seem like a kid that's coming in battling anything. We're not hearing anything about like a lack of motor. We just hear, hey, there's some things that he needs to improve on. And he actually talked about that. You got this next clip. He talked about the improvements that he knows he needs to make. Like, what is he hoping evolves by the time the season begins, as well as the connection that he has with Cade Cunningham already. He talked a little bit about being excited about it off camera, so I decided, let me ask him on camera this time as well. So we got that next round. What are some things that you hope in your game evolve to help you in your first year?
My main things that I'm trying to involve is really my shooting consistently and then tightening my ball handling. I feel like those are two things that'll help my career really take off and help me be able to play with Cade Cunningham and the rest of this team and really turn things around for them. So
you said Cade Cunningham. Just one more from me. Can you speak at all to the communication you've had with him this summer and how excited you are to play with him?
One, he texted me right after I was drafted and really was just super excited for me to get drafted there and can't wait to see how I can really help this team. And then really I texted him after the first game and asked him what he seen. He pulled up to the game and he gave me a lot of intel and really just piggyback on everything that he's seen. And I took the information and came out game 3 with it. So and then how excited I'm to play with him. I mean, I'm super excited. Cade is really one of the, if not the best player on the team, and I can't wait to really do a lot of listening and learning because he's considered as one of my best, and I can't really just wait to learn from him.
There's always a Planet Fitness near you, home of the judgment-free zone.
You know what I take away from those clips? No ego. He's a guy that wants to come in right away and work, and he's saying, look, I'm stepping in right away and learning. I'm taking advice from my teammates, and I'm seeking that advice right away, even in Summer League. That's what I like about Ron Holland. He's not like a miss on what he has to go out there and improve upon. And he talked about it. The three-point shooting and tightening up the ball handling. Yeah. We know the athleticism is there. We know he can get into some of his sweet spots, get downhill, get to the rack. He can dunk. That two-handed dunk over somebody was nice. It happened right in front of me. I'm sitting like right there. So you see where Cade and those guys are in this back picture?
Yeah.
We're sitting like right behind those guys. And so the dunk is happening right in front of us. It's like, yo, this guy's a gamer. And the one thing that I really liked, especially after the win against the Bulls, was his matchup against Modest Buzelis. Well, a lot of people, I continue to see this all across social media, say, oh, Modest outplayed them. We took the wrong guy. I'm sorry, did anybody see the way the trend of that game went? Yes, Ron Holland early was forcing things and went 3 of 13. I wanted him to do that.
Yeah.
Go out there, push the volume. What I wanted him to do a little less of was think a little bit less. Which in that first half, those 13 shots, he looked like he was thinking too much. Modest Buzelis got off to a really hot start, about 8 or 10 points in that first quarter, and he dunked on a couple people. But what did he finish with? Ron Holland, 4 of 7 in that second half.
Yeah.
He was an absolute defensive stopper. Modest Buzelis was a non-factor in the second half of that game, and the Detroit Pistons went from a double-digit kind of deficit to running away with this thing as a win, and nobody was talking about Reed Sheppard anymore. And it's impressive because the coaches have a lot to do with this.
Mm-hmm.
The vision that the organization has for these young players, and we're going to talk about that with Jamel McMillan in a little bit.
Yeah.
But and then the ability to make changes. When you can make schematic changes when you're outmatched and you have not the best player in either one of these last 2 games. Reed Sheppard and Modest Buzelis were the best players in each of the last 2 games that the Pistons played in, but they got the dubs because of how the coaches put their players in the best possible position to succeed.
I was about to ask you. You talk about there are a few things he needs to work on. He's a rookie. It seems like a really strong coaching staff is around him. Did you get to see their interactions or how that came to light?
Yes.
In person?
Yeah, very lighthearted. But when they're actually talking the game and you see them out there kind of pointing and scheming, you see kind of this attention to detail. Ron Holland, he just reminds me of a guy who wants to learn everything. So he just looks like a sponge, soaking everything up, man. And that's what I like about Ron Holland. I don't get the sense that with Andre Drummond, who I liked a lot, I didn't get the sense that he was like a gym rat. I didn't get the sense that he was one of those guys that wants to learn. We didn't get the sense that he was the type of guy that was like, yo, I'm dedicated to going out here and working on my deficiencies and in the areas that will help the team. We saw Drummond go out in the gym and work on 3-point shooting. We saw him working on handles, but we didn't really see him working on the things that we thought were going to take his game to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
With Ron Holland, it's kind of a reverse. He's just a gym rat and a guy who's trying to eagerly learn. And his camaraderie, all the young players, man, with these coaching staffs, even Bickerstaff and Luke Walton, who they stay out of the way and they let the assistants like Jared Jack, Lowe, Kevin Burlinson, and Jamel McMillan, they let them handle the development. They let them handle some of the relationships. They let them kind of get and Jamel McMillan, I wanted to speak to this as well, his importance. He's been an assistant coach in the NBA for some time. He's not just like some kind of flash in the pan. He's been with Willie Green. He's been with Monty Williams in the past with the Pelicans organization as well. So, yeah. KJ, I saw your hand raised.
Yeah, and I definitely understand why you would want him to, just be aggressive, go out there and play free, and do the things that kind of got you here. But efficiency, I know the efficiency hasn't been all there yet. Do you think this is something that he'll struggle with throughout the year? Do you think this is something that he can tighten up fairly quickly? Because if he becomes a more efficient player, then I feel like he'll be a lot more dangerous with the things that he does do well. Obviously still needs to work on the shooting, but what do you think about his efficiency so far?
I believe that the shooting is something that's going to take a season to do. When this year is just get acclimated to the NBA.
Yeah.
Like Cade Cunningham said, he thought he knew what to do going into the NBA, but after his rookie year is when he then realized what he actually needs to go back and work on. So right now I'm just giving Ron Holland the opportunity to come in and taste the NBA.
Yeah.
I believe his shot is going to be something that struggles throughout the year, but his efficiency doesn't have to be affected by if his shot is falling or not.
Exactly right.
You put him in position to take better use of his strength, something they should have did with Jaden Ivey and Asar Thompson last year, something that this coaching staff did for him in the second half of that game. That's what encourages me. When you can see a player make those types of efficiency changes, swings in one game from one half to the other, is when you know he's coachable, is when you know he has the chops, is when you know, okay, don't rely. Because early on, he was relying on step backs, shooting the three, because he hit that first three, then he shot a couple more jumpers. In the second half, it was more the downhill action. And you know what? I'll let Jamel McMillan, it's about 2.5 minutes. He talks about Bobby Klintman and Ron Holland. So if you guys want to get to know what the organization feels about these two players, you're going to hear it from Jamel McMillan, who is the Motor City Cruise head coach and currently Summer League assistant coach as well. He's at the practices. I see him at about maybe 50-60% of the Pistons practices I'm at as well. So he's working with the players. He's a very, very integral part of their development team. So what he's saying is literally what the organization is feeling about these players. With Jamel McMillan in the building, NBA Las Vegas Summer League, Bobby Klintman, Ron Holland, Detroit fans are really ecstatic about the prospects, especially with Bobby Clement, who they didn't know a lot about. Talk to me about what you've seen about these guys, kind of both behind the scenes as well as out here on the court so far.
Unbelievable human beings first and foremost. You know, these kids are eager. These kids have a great spirit about them, and they provide that in the gym, which is really, really important so far, especially as young guys. You know, they're giddy-up guys that, you know, bring a positivity to the gym. As far as them as basketball players, positional size is always huge in the NBA. These guys got great size, great length, and great athleticism, you know, especially Ron. We know he's an upstairs kind of player. He's really looking to get downhill and touch the paint, which is huge for creating opportunities for everybody on the basketball floor. And Bobby's just a basketball player in every aspect of the fucking game.
Looks like a hooper, man.
Handle the ball. He's got the range. You know, he can put it down with the best of them. And then defensively, you know, we think we can move him around a little bit with his size and length and stuff. And so, you know, having Ron as well, being in the G League last year, that terminology, the NBA terminology, puts him a little bit further ahead.
Less of a transition.
For sure, for sure. The game still needs to slow down a little bit, but once it does, he's going to be a force. Awesome. So to have him and Asar out there defensively with their length, flying around and everything, Bobby on the back line, moving him from 3-4, 4-3, possibly 5, depending on the night, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Versatile human beings, man, and great human beings as well. So we are all in on them. We are really behind them in their development, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a development process for them as the game slows down and as it translates from their respective programs. But with Coach Bickerstaff, we're in a good spot, so we're looking forward to it.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, man. That was thorough. Like, you answered all the questions I had in mind. I was like, this is dope. And defensively, what you said about Bobby Clement, he's somebody that the more and more I see him, the instincts to kind of protect and play well around the rim and in the paint. You know, I like where he can go, man, especially I know his background as a point guard, but defensively is another area that really gets me excited about who he and Ron Holland can be. So,
without question. Without question.
Well, thank you, man. Thank you for your time, brother. Appreciate you. Good to see you. Always good to see you. Like, Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza is taking over Michigan. It's delicious. Visit Sorokis.com today. And that's effectively the outlook that the organization has for these two players. They are looking to take as many swings at these 3-and-D type wing, 3-4, sometimes you heard them 5 type players. And they have high hopes for Bobby Clement. Like when we talked about it in previous shows, when I told people during our breakdown of Bobby Clement when he was drafted, I said, this guy looks like a guy who could play some 5. That was before I got to talk to the organization. People said, no, he looks more like a 3. When I see him play on defense, that guy can drop into the paint. And it's a testament to the coaching staff understanding the types of players that they have and being able to not just put them in their best possible position to succeed, but you heard them talk about it. Development. There's more than just knowing what to do, but working out as well as the tips of the trade, knowing the counters. They put them in good positions to be able to go out there and have great success against guys like Reed Shepard, Mattis Buzelis, and win the last 2 games. And they have opportunity to win the Summer League championship. And so that's why I wanted to be able to focus more on the outlook, focus more on the intrinsic things like Cade Cunningham just getting paid. But showing up, Mr. Max Cade Cunningham with the rest of the squad, Tim Hardaway, Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren, Asar Thompson, saw all those guys out there, Cannon, Ashton, you know, showing up and working with the young guys, working out with them, make sure to give them advice, going over film and things of that nature, helping these guys get better today. How good does that feel? Because I've seen other interviews where young players are asked, oh, have you heard from anybody from the team yet? And they're like, oh, no. But he said, Cade, text him right away. Immediately. Like, I'm excited that you're going to be here. Let's get to work. And so it's cool to see this culture. It's cool to see them happy about playing basketball. That kind of feeling that I felt last year. You guys were there at a game, credential, and at some games on content. You felt it. It was a little down. So I like the direction they're going in. I like the vision. I like the outlook of drafting for potential and signing your free agents of need. And it gives the Pistons, honestly, as you're kind of heading out of Summer League into training camp, it gives them the opportunity to have something to build on.
I love it. Pistons coming in hot. Let me tell you about this, but we're going to come back. JEWSUS has a top 10 list related to college football 25. We got a review. I'm excited, Justin. Let me tell you about Dispo. This summer, Dispo Dispensary is turning up the heat. They got amazing giveaways and exclusive offers. So enter for a chance to win a signed football jersey and helmet from your favorite sports team. Screenshot this image with the QR code, bring it to one of your locations to get scanned, and you'll get a free $10 to spend in-store. This will automatically qualify you for the giveaway. That's Dispo Dispensary. Visit them today, disposhops.com. They are your local cannabis plug.
At Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down.
Try out Planet Fitness and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Hey, y'all better get on these free fitness training sessions from Planet Fitness.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home?
Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down. $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
So just to get the heated steering wheel, I also had the spring for the bigger rims.
Yeah, that's how they get you. Those upgrades will cost you an arm and a leg every time.
Hey, new car crew, how'd it go this weekend? I got a great deal on mine.
How?
I went to Randy Wise, not those other guys. They got me in a great new ride, and they didn't break my budget. Hey, could you pass me the sugar?
How?
Never mind.
He made the wise choice.
Yep.
Make the wise choice at RandyWiseBuickGMC.com.
Fitness that fits your budget. No matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness close by. There's more than 50 in Metro Detroit and thousands more throughout the world. So at Planet Fitness, you have the opportunity to experience a squeaky clean gym that has tons of equipment, a friendly, knowledgeable staff, and a totally judgment-free atmosphere. You know that all Planet Fitness memberships include fitness training for no extra cost?
Really?
Want all the perks? You can upgrade to the PF Black Card and enjoy the use of amenities such as unlimited use of the Black Card Spa featuring a Hydra massage, the massage chairs, total body enhancement, and more, along with access to over 2,500 locations worldwide with unlimited guest privileges. For more information or to join today, visit your local Planet Fitness or www.planetfitness.com.
What up, dope people? Welcome back to Wake Up Woodward. We got through our Pistons segment recapping Summer League Las Vegas. It was a good time. It was cool to see these young players and their excitement for coming to Detroit and hoping to be a part of change. Let's rock. Chat family, as always, you guys are the most important part of this entire Woo Crew production. Go ahead and smash that like button to support your Woo Crew, man. Let's rock. So we got Justin, that dude Justin. He has prepared his top 10, your top 10 college football players.
Intro it,
yeah. Tell us about this thing.
Hello.
Esports.
I am JEWSUS, Justin, and I am blessed today to bring you this list, and that is the top 10 players who never grazed the college football video game. There was an absence, rest in peace, to 2014, 2024, and we are here to give these men the redemption that they deserve, because I know that there are some that are tweeted that they want to be in the game.
So Justin, for the non-gamers in here, non-EA Sports college football gamers, the last EA Sports NCAA college football game was 2014?
2013, and then
it just came
out 2024.
Gotcha.
So 11-year period. A lot of them, like you're gonna see guys like the first couple that will come to mind will be Deshaun Watson, Melvin Gordon,
giving away your
Nick
list?
Chubb. All of those guys were in the 13 video game, so they are not on this list. So don't expect anyone from that year, because I did a lot of research to make sure that people were not in that game or in other games in the past. So let's lead it off. JB, can you throw that up there, please? Yup. All right. Number 10, my alma mater, No Wolverines, no Spartans, no Buckeyes, but we have a Western Michigan Bronco. Corey Davis, back to back, 1,400 plus yard seasons. No one could guard him, not even in the Cotton Bowl when he was going against Power 5 opponents.
Western Michigan Kool-Aid.
Don't let Neil hear you say that.
Let's go.
Well, it's a good thing he'll be at Florida for the
Broder
next
looks so proud.
couple 5 days or whatever. But hey, but that ass though, Corey Davis better than any receiver that's come out of Michigan or State in the last 10 years, 100%. Ohio State, you could argue it, but fuck the Buckeyes.
I guess.
Thanks, KG. All right, number 9, Jonathan Taylor, absolute madman.
Yep.
Hits the crease like no one else could in college. Absolute madman when he got into the secondary. You wouldn't tackle him once he got loose. Number 8, Justin Jefferson. I mean, he's amazing in Madden. Why would he not be amazing in college football?
Right.
Not a lot of receivers have the size, the elusiveness, the catch radius that he has. So he hits at number 8. Number 7, Devonta Smith, Heisman winning wide receiver, 1,800 receiving yards.
Yeah.
Absolute unguardable in college. So he gets the nod. Number 6, Saquon Barkley. Talk about a madman. You could have him cornered out in the backfield, and then he's cooking you.
That would be a fun one.
And so he had to make the list. Number 5, the greatest college quarterback of my generation, Joe Burrow. This man, and not even just about the play style. This man in this game would have so much aura.
Yeah, he would.
Like, he'd have the ring celebration in there. Imagine playing against your friend and you just scored a touchdown and you just hit the, oh yeah, you like that? Give me that ring.
Is that something you can do in the new 25 or 24?
Yeah, they have a bunch of celebrations. I'm sure when Joe Burrow gets added in Ultimate Team, because he probably will, they will throw the ring celebration in there. That'd be a complete missed opportunity. I think KG and JB would agree on that.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So, number 4, we're getting to the nitty-gritty of the list. We got Derrick Henry. You have not seen a mix of size, speed, and electricity like he was at Alabama. The way that he just stiff-armed that Michigan State Spartan in the college football playoff game was just too good to pass up. So he's number 4. Sorry, JB.
You don't got to bring that up.
Number 3, we got Jamar Chase. I mean, single season receiving yard record at LSU with Joe Burrow. He's got to be above Justin Jefferson. He was the one receiver that year, arguably. And then number 2, the man that can do it all, Christian McCaffrey, return kicks, catch the ball out the backfield,
been nice.
Run with the best of them. I mean, he would have been nice. And then number 1, it shouldn't even be a question. It shouldn't even be a doubt. College football video game is all about the mobile quarterback. And you know who you can't guard? Lamar Jackson.
Facts.
That man is the definition of college football cheese. He would be running all over you. He'd have 99 juke,
cheat code,
95 hurdling. You would not be able to get this man on the ground. And then he also was a pretty electric passer in college. So, fellas, how we think?
It's a good list.
I dig it. Especially Lamar Jackson. Like, you want to play. I remember playing with Michael Vick back in the early, what would be the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And a mobile quarterback who can throw like that.
Detrimental.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I have some in mind who aren't on that list.
Yeah.
But you guys like this?
Yeah, it's the dog list. The only one I would bring up, CJ Stroud. No CJ Stroud in there. He had a pretty good college career.
He did have a pretty good college career, but I tried to keep it because quarterbacks are fun to play with, but like CJ Stroud isn't moving the needle for me in terms of a college football quarterback. Because yeah, he's a great passer, but like there's a ton of college quarterbacks that are great passers. Like I'd rather play with Joe Burrow.
You got your Burrow and you got your Lamar. You
exactly.
Got, you know, your pocket passer and your running passer.
Because it was so much harder to keep it down to like what I wanted. Because at one point I was about to do like 3 lists of 5, which with running backs, quarterbacks, and wide receivers. And so this way, I kind of just tried to go, all right, 2 best quarterbacks, because there was a lot more running backs and receivers that intrigued me to play with than the quarterbacks. But yeah, so
Chase Hamley says Kyler Murray might have been a cover athlete. That's one to consider.
Was Kyler Murray and Baker Mayfield were just off. Actually, Baker Mayfield was in 2013 NCAA. He would have been on this list, actually.
Yeah.
That is who Corey Davis replaced, was Baker Mayfield at the 10th spot.
Was Cam Newton, was he before 2000? So he was in 2013
he got
or
drafted
prior.
in 2011,
Dakota Muller put that in because he would have been awesome.
Yeah.
A says do a defensive list. You might have to prepare that one day.
You're right.
I can do a defensive list. I'll put myself on blast. JB was like, because I sent my pool of players to JB and KG. I was like, yo, like, give me some more names. And then JB was like, why is there no defensive players? And I was like, because I don't play defense in NCAA.
Right. Dude, you and Sam Flannel are like two peas in a pod.
Yeah.
Who needs defense, right?
No, but I actually do have a bunch of defensive players that I have in mind. So if I am given the platform, I'd love to make a defensive list because
absolutely,
you know who's got to be on it? My boy Jabril Peppers. He was also fighting for that 10 spot, but I decided to keep it all offense.
All right. I got two Lions that I would like, that I would have liked to play with. J-Mo,
I put J-Mo on my list.
And that's who I was going to go with clearly. And then I was like, you know what? I actually really like playing with running backs. Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs in a Madden and NCAA game.
Yeah.
He's got to be nasty, right?
I brought up J-Mo. I think JB brought up Gibbs.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I missed that?
Gibbs was on my original list I sent you guys.
But you put Corey Davis in instead.
No, because Jahmyr Gibbs didn't necessarily like have the unreal college career. Like Corey Davis, like push comes to shove, like that 3-year span of consistent 14, he had 1 year of 1,400 yards, 2 years of 1,500 yards. Like that is extremely impressive.
No,
like,
it is. Absolutely.
And I had to show love to one group of 5 school on there. Like that was also another reason.
It's your list too. I'm poking fun, but you can
no, I know.
enjoy
but
playing with
you
whoever
gotta
you want.
you gotta show some love to the smaller schools.
Yeah.
Like there's also Aaron Jones from UTEP was another one that I was thinking about throwing in there. There's a bunch of guys who could have made the list, could have, should have, would have, but.
John Parker said J-Mo was better than Devontae in college. He was averaging almost 20 yards
Well,
per
for
catch.
1 year he was. I mean, he was at Ohio State, couldn't really get the playing time, but that 1 year at Alabama was crazy, though.
Did J-Mo win a Heisman? Did I miss that?
No, he did not.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Hey, that dude Justice.
But also Blake Corum isn't on the list because he's in this year's game.
Yeah.
He's already in Ultimate Team, so that is why he's not on this list.
Yeah. Makes sense.
You know what?
And Kenneth Walker didn't have the consistency to make the list. I wanted to put him in.
Oh, come on now.
What do you mean, come on now? His 2 seasons at Wake Forest were dog shit. Jonathan Taylor and Melvin Gordon both have 2 years inside the top 25 of single-season rushing yards. Like, Kenneth Walker isn't even on that list once. So
hot dog water.
Yeah.
The
And you know
disrespect
my gripe
for
too,
K9.
man? You keep talking about like ultimate teams in college football. Yo, NBA 2K. Get right with Rasheed Wallace and put my man in the game. Do you realize you can't play with him on the 2004 teams?
Mm-hmm.
And he talks about it openly.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, I told them what they need to do, but they're not trying to make it
It's
happen.
the same thing as Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley, for the longest, is like, look, I'll do it, but you got to pay up. And they don't want to pay that money, and they don't want to pay other players, so he's out, man.
Work for free.
Yeah.
Work for free. Any other names to throw on there? Otherwise, we'll just wrap this up because that was great, Justin.
Thank you.
There's got to be, like, I'm sure there's a limitless amount of names of exciting players.
So many it could have been.
Who are some of the ones who just missed?
Travis Etienne.
T-Law? He probably would have been pretty fun.
T-Law was just off as well.
You picked Burrow, of course.
I picked Burrow.
Yeah.
He's a better pocket passer, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Zeke was just off.
Mm-hmm.
He just didn't have the numbers. Because, honestly, his college career is all on the narrative of that national title run.
Yeah.
And that's where his college career like takes the ascension is off that run. His stats don't necessarily give him the justice to be on this list. Every one of these running backs had better stats.
Word.
That was because I had him in a pool of 5 running backs, and I was like, I can't even decide. These are all nasty running backs, and I just like, all right, I'm going to stats.
Yeah.
Like it's just how it's got to be. Marvin Harrison Jr. just off the list. Anthony Richardson just off the list. Patrick Mahomes just off the list.
Anthony Richardson would have sucked in that game. He was horrible.
Tajay Spears was just off the list. Jaden Daniels.
Devin Achane.
Achane, yeah. Rondell Moore.
In those games, I just want speed. Speed and like agility so you can do the spin moves.
That's all you need.
Or the power, the hit stick. Lower the shoulder, run him over.
And then the last three, Rondell Moore, CeeDee Lamb, and Kyle Pitts are the last three names that were in contention.
I like that list. Justin, well done.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Well done. We got to hit on some of those lines before we get to Bar King because training camp opens up tomorrow. So,
hey, real quick, Justin, do you want to promo what's going on next week?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So,
this is news to me.
Next week, we are having a host versus host Woodward Sports NCAA tournament on Wednesday. It is being planned. This weekend, check the socials. We're going to have something out there. There's a contest. You guys are all going to represent a host, and the winner gets a $100 Soroki's gift card. So stay tuned for that on the socials.
The real number one.
This is like a real thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys got to let me know about this ahead of time so we can actually highlight that. Highlight. This is a $100 gift to some tournament we're running?
Yeah. 7:30 Wednesday night. I believe all of us confirmed that we're going to be there except you, Broder. So
I don't even know what we're talking about.
I know.
So
you must have dipped out early before we started talking about this yesterday.
I think
or
so.
Maybe you guys didn't
together.
show up early today.
Yeah.
I was here.
This came together kind of fast.
Word. There's something good going on. So get the details ready. Let's do this again before the end of the show. I want to understand what we're about to do.
Okay.
Because it seems awesome. I want to make
I'll get it ready
clear.
to talk about in mailbag.
Okay. My dog. Because it seems like an awesome idea. Kool-Aid, tell them about all the other shows coming up on the network.
Thank you guys for supporting all of the great segments and the entire Woo crew every day. 8 to 10 Monday through Friday. But after this, stay tapped in with the rest of Woodward Sports, starting with Big D Energy from 11 to 1. 4-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty, alongside the Golden Voice Neil Rule. After that, you got Ermanni and Edward Mass, 2 to 4 p.m. The lovable radio legend Tom Mazaway, alongside University of Michigan legend and former NFL wide receiver Braylon Edwards and Detroit Media King Fox Chief Ryan Ermanni. Then end the day with the Woodward Heavyweights from 5 to 7. The big fellas, Spin Roll Racks, Speak Easy, the Elite Booth. Shout out to Nick Koloff and Chris Platty as well. Bringing you the biggest interviews, breakdowns, and laughs. That's the Woodward Heavyweights. But most importantly, thank you guys for making Woodward Sports your #1 digital sports network.
At Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down.
Try out Planet Fitness and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Hey, y'all better get on these free fitness training sessions from Planet Fitness.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home?
Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down. $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th.
The most talked about Detroit media by other Detroit media, and we love it. It's the Woodward Sports Network.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Are you dealing with divorce, child custody, visitation, or other family law issues? Well, Kevin and Catherine at KDK Law in Birmingham will have your back. They got 10 plus years of experience in 24/7 availability, so scan the QR code on the screen or call 248-971-0476. Say Woodward Sports sent you, and KDK will pay your filing fee. Check them out, KDK Law. They've got your back.
What up, though, people? Welcome back to Wake Up Woodward. We are just a segment away from Bar King.
7 minutes.
Shout out to our current Bar King, KG, in the sound booth. But we're going to talk about Detroit Lions really quickly. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but PFF has released their top 50 players in the NFL, and there are some players of note concerning your Detroit Lions. Broder, you want to break this down for us?
Yeah, in fact, they released the top 10 this morning. But the highest rated Lion is what I want to base this conversation around. There are a few different lists with various Lions left off of top 20-ish rankings that don't make a ton of sense. But Penei Sewell, we all believe, if not the best offensive lineman across the board, like number 2 in the league. Am I right? PFF has him ranked as the 4th best offensive lineman. So he's the number 28th ranked NFL player. They did a top 50 players in the NFL. Penei Sewell is number 28. Coming in at number 22. Tristan Wirfs of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Coming in at 21, Lane Johnson of the Philadelphia Eagles. And then, where did that dude end up? Where'd Trent Williams end up? Wait. Trent Williams is number...
in the top 10?
3. The number 3 best player in the entire NFL.
Wait,
and he's not as good as Penei Sewell.
Number 4 offensive lineman.
Penei Sewell is the number 4 offensive lineman. Yes, this is PFF, so Penei Sewell is actually the top-ranked offensive lineman according to their statistics. But according to this list, he's number 4. Anybody have a problem with that?
I don't know
that
how
the math.
Yeah, it's not math. This don't make no sense. That's why we made sure to get sarcastic Dan up here on the backboard, because it doesn't make any sense. I'm telling you, people just look for the weirdest ways to deflate the Lions. And now that they're actually good, now that they actually have a foundation, it just doesn't make sense. Now it looks really, really, really bad when you do things like this. I don't know. Listen, we got players on the top 50 list. It's not like we're crying just for attention anymore. We're just crying for what that attention should appropriately be.
Anybody?
KG's in there looking disappointed.
No. Well, we kind of went over this yesterday, man. But just in terms of Penei Sewell, I don't understand that. I mean, to me, he's the best offensive lineman in the league. No arguments, man. So
yeah.
All right, then moving on. Defensive tackles. ESPN did a separate ranking, ranks coaches, executives, and scouts. They picked their top 10 at each position, honorable mention, and then there's a list of votes received. At the defensive tackle position, there were a total of 22. So top 10, there were a couple honorable mention and a handful of guys receiving votes. You know who didn't receive one vote?
Who?
Both Lee McNeil and DJ Reader. Somebody explain that to me.
One of my questions was going to be, what is it that these people are seeing that we're not seeing, or vice versa? Because I'm very, very high on the season that contract year Lee McNeil can have. That's no secret. I've talked about it several times. And DJ Reader, this is a guy who, when the signing first happened, it wasn't just us who was excited, but everybody. I remember all of the different national publications putting out their graphics instantly. Oh, look at the Detroit Lions upgraded defensive line now. Is this one of the best defensive lines? Blah, blah, blah. You know, and so it's like to have those two pieces, which are going to be, in my opinion, very, very vital to the success that this defensive line has this year, to not even have one vote. It's like, what is it that we're missing with Penei Sewell? Okay, I get it. We believe he's number 1. What are we missing that he's number 4? That's what I'm trying to understand. We know what the Lions' expectations are. We saw what they did on the field. We know they got better. But somehow, in these rankings, they either got worse or are not mentioned. I just don't get it.
It's clickbait. It's clickbait.
Yeah.
And Just the Fans right. And we're doing it, but Just the Fans right. Crying is for losers. It's time for fans to act like winners and let these clowns rank what they want. It's true. They're getting us. They're trying to fire us up.
Yep.
Yeah, I hope it fires the actual Lions team up. But I think we know Lee McNeil and DJ Reed or Penei Sewell, they're not going to get up on a microphone and say, these guys are idiots. I'm number 1.
Yeah.
So we'll do it for them.
But you know what? No. I push back on that notion just a little bit from Just a Fan, because for years we saw even our championship winning teams get nothing. Get nothing. Where the national media wants to instantly change the narrative. They were winners. So crying is not for losers. We saw what that happened. We saw what happened to our teams already. And we always discuss that our guys are like our Isaiah Thomas got left out. You know why? Because who was going to cry about it?
Yeah.
Who was going to stand up for it? Not even his coach stood up for him, man.
Yeah.
Like Chuck Daly, who was the coach of that team. I love Chuck Daly. Rest in peace. But I would have fought for that a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like we get the opportunity right now to sit here and be able to just at least not cry, but shine a light on the BS. Like, that's just what it is, man. Cockroaches flee. That's more or less how I feel about it. That's just me.
Cockroaches
That's me. So we just
That's
throwing
a
on the light,
bar.
dog.
Wait, bar king.
That is a bar.
You still have the crown. Is that a confirmed bar?
That is a confirmed bar
that's
by
what it
Brandon
is.
Dent.
That's why we have this. So it's like, if you're going to put it out there, just like if we put something out there, you know what's going to wind up happening?
What?
Yeah, how many people thought, because you were tagged in it, that you were the guy who put out the Scooble thing? That's what I'm talking about. How many people in the comments
Talk
said, so
your
look,
shit.
if PFF puts something out there and it's like this, and I'm sending on business as Detroit in all caps, Kool-Aid, I'm going to say something about it.
Talk
no
your
tears coming
shit.
out of my eyes. We're just talking, right?
That is what that's energy I want.
Yes, sir.
That I don't even need to say anything else. I think it's time for barking. But that's. Thank you for correcting me and just bringing that fire. You're right.
Just, I mean, because this is what
People
this
just
is our
wanna hate.
platform, brother.
Yeah.
This is what we get to do.
Yeah, people want to hate, and at least we can stand up
like
for our
that.
guys, for our team. You know,
Yep.
This is our opportunity.
We'll prove it on the field. Don't worry about
We'll
it.
prove it on the field.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't
That's
worry
where
about
it's
it.
getting to. That's your whole vibe.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just Bar King's over there like,
Yeah, let them
Yeah.
talk.
Let them talk,
Let 'em
which is
talk,
what we're
man.
about to do in the studio, because that's what we're going to let it show. Barking, when we come back, chat. The topic of the day, the Bar King gave us a topic that we have to write our bars about. Let me make sure I wrote exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, because I kind of forgot about it.
Oh, my
I mean, we might have to subtract more points for
Yeah, being off topic.
means that nobody followed the rules again.
Oh, my God.
Again. But it's the Lions
I
season
should win by
outlook.
default.
Lions season outlook. That's the theme of the bars that are written. So if you got a 2, 4, 6 liner, throw it in the chat. We will read it at 9:15. But Kool-Aid,
yes, sir.
talking about if you want to go and get a haircut at a place that's wicked awesome.
Something awesome
Where?
is the fact that we have so much confidence in what this guy Dan Campbell and the Lions are going to do.
MCDC.
That, you know what, the energy is just like, look, I know that they're going to handle it. Super Bowl expectations do it. Something else awesome is when a guy can be a guy and get an amazing haircut. That happens at Lady Jane's Haircuts. For men, all you got to do is stop and sit back and relax and let one of Lady Jane's talented hairstylists make you look and feel great. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles, and with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
So just to get the heated steering wheel, I also had the spring for the bigger rims.
Yeah, that's how they get you. Those upgrades will cost you an arm and a leg every time.
Hey, new car crew, how'd it go this weekend? I got a great deal on mine.
How?
I went to Randy Wise, not those other guys. They got me in a great new ride, and they didn't break my budget. Hey, could you pass me the sugar?
How?
Never mind.
He made the wise choice.
Yep.
Make the wise choice at RandyWiseBuickGMC.com.
You smell that? That's Brad Holmes cooking. And the off-season smells good. Woodward Sports.
Mr. Kool-Aid, you are up.
Let Guardian Alarm offer you customized solutions from real experts. Our professional technicians, they take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. It's 24/7 professional monitoring. Y'all saw how comfortable I was just now. That's because Guardian Alarm keeps me safe and secure, man. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know that a Guardian team member will stay on the phone as long as needed because it is technology that is backed by people. Your safety and security, it deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. All you got to do is call this number right here, 1-800-STAY-OUT. Once again, that number is 1-800-STAY-OUT. FAB is back in the building, man. Welcome back to Wake Up Woodward. We appreciate you guys for choosing to kick off the day with the Woo Crew.
We here.
It's been a day. And now it's time for Bar King. Shout out to our reigning Bar King, His Highness, your royalty, KG Black Hollywood in the sound booth.
Yes, I plan on having a long reign, so
Ooh.
I'll leave it there.
That's a statement. That's a statement. This is becoming one of our most anticipated segments of the week. At the end of the week, Friday, second hour of the show, brings a little juice. I know the chat's been asking for it. Get DMs all the time about Bar King ideas and whatnot. It's expanding. This is week 3. KG is the reigning Bar King. Again, to remind the chat, remind those listening of the rules, we got to write bars, sports-related bars, between 4 lines and 16 lines. The general rule is it's got to be sports-related. The main topic of this week that the Bar King selects is a Lions season outlook. So that's the theme of our bars.
Yeah, nobody.
No cursing. Maybe you can put a little star up if you have one to sneak in. That's what?
You got me.
I know you're not cursing in yours, but
You said no cursing?
There's some
What if it's
submission.
one little curse?
If it's a simple, I just don't want it to get like we get submissions. I don't want it to be a bunch of F-bombs where
of course.
this turns into a joke.
Of course.
Because this is fun as hell.
It is.
So, who we got going first? We want to close this poll and see what the order of this is?
As your reigning bar king, I go last.
I don't know if the chat.
So the chat has spoken.
It's
and,
opposite day.
Kool-Aid, you are up first.
Oh.
KG has 1 second, but he has requested to go last.
Are we going to allow that?
I think we should, since
You
he
damn
is the
right,
bar
I'm the bar
king.
king.
So
Okay.
he has requested to go last.
Ask permission.
He gets to
So
choose himself.
Broder, you're up after Kool-Aid, and then myself, and then KG.
All right. So, Kool-Aid, I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
This guy
Also-
got a beat, man.
Also, I've instituted a penalty. Any submission over 16 bars, for every 4 bars, we're taking off 5% of the chat vote. Oh, yeah. Chat votes for the winner. So at the end of this all, we're going to put a chat
Can
poll
the chat
up,
overrule, though?
and you're going to vote for a winner. Pardon?
Can the chat overrule
Overrule what?
the penalty?
No.
No.
Like, we have to have some guidelines
All right, we
here.
got to keep this tidy, man.
I gave myself a penalty
no
because I wrote a
extra
chorus
bars,
today.
No
You
extra
wrote a
bars.
chorus.
This
I
guy
wrote a
got
chorus. You didn't submit yours before 10, so there's 10 p.m. last night, so there should be a penalty.
I
You
had
two.
to get the Summer League content ready.
Wah. Wah. That's all right. I'll just create all the graphics instead of prepping for the show, boys. Anyways, tell us what you're going to do. Like, what are we in store for?
This is a concert that's about to happen.
You know what? No. It's just some simple bars here, man. Wanted to be able to have some fun, bring a little bit different element to the game. We talk about our Lions. I'm a Jared Goff guy, man. I don't want no more of this Jordan Love stuff until they come for the crown and actually take it off Goff's head. I don't want to hear no more noise. So that's what these bars are kind of surrounding. And you see this? I got my Dragon Ball Z shirt. I got my Cell shirt on.
All the
Ultimate
antics.
Fighting Machine.
All
the
the
Ultimate
antics.
Android.
It's fine.
Let's go. So, yeah, we got it. Let's
All
go.
the frills.
Let's go.
All right, are you ready?
I am ready.
His music.
Hey, got the Detroit Kool-Aid on the track. What up, dog? People, welcome to Wake Up Woodward here at Woodward Sports Network. Shout out to the old bar king in the sound booth. Yeah, I got no love for Jordan, only for Babel so good, even Christians will marry him. Hearing all my ops count me out, they're looking up in the standings. But they won't wait till I fall off before they're trying to bury him. But I did the stuff to start off my shoulders and watch them. 99 problems of winning ain't one of them. Selling yourself out, going all out versus he, the ultimate fighting machine. Android, JJ16, and one more thing. After the Lions feast on the pack, their BGs release, it look like blue cheese. So when Greeny is talking, you can tell him to dip it in these. Sheesh. Let me get the ball back.
Keep riding the beat.
Just the last one. Just the last
Run
one.
that, run that back.
Yeah.
Run that back.
Yeah. Run the beat back. Run really quick.
Run it
I
back,
need
run it
that.
back.
Just the last little bit because I got
got
something
you.
for Greeny and the pack. Yeah. And after the Lions feast on the pack, their BGs release, it look like blue cheese. So when Greeny gets to talking, you can tell him where to dip those comments. Maybe he'll like that taste better than all of the Jordan Love goblin, especially after he's done and it's still Jared Goff coming.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. And look. And I gotta break down some of the bars. I wish I had them written out. Cause
Yeah,
I
that's
tried to be
part of the
creative.
penalty.
I know.
Yeah.
But I started off with the
And he stumbled, but yeah.
I did. But look, I started off with the got no love for Jordan, only for bad boys so good, even Christmas will marry him. Michael Jordan, bad boys, Jordan Love, Jared Goff, Kristen Harper, his wife. Come on.
Oh, Miriam?
Yeah, we're married.
God, I thought it was like Miriam. I was like, wait, who's a famous Miriam?
That's why I wanted
Got
to
you.
be able to break it down. So
Yeah.
first, we already look, no love for Jordan, man. Only my guy
Hell no.
Jared Goff, man. And then we go to man. All the ops, all these people talking about the Lions, they're counting them out. Let us fall off first before you try to bury him. I had to bring up a little bit of Jay-Z stuff, you know. Dirt off my shoulder, watch some 99 problems, but winning ain't one of them. Selling yourself out, go hunt all out versus he, the ultimate fighting machine. Android JG16. So, sale, the ultimate fighting, selling yourself out, Gohan, going all out.
Okay.
Go on.
Flipping these bars a
Get
little
the Dragon
bit.
Ball Z.
Then I had to get into the cheese heads, the Packers, right? So if the Lions is eating them, they blue cheese after that. That's how they coming out the other end.
Oh, they blue
They're blue
cheese,
cheese.
but also blue
So
cheese.
they're blue cheese. There you go. So
Double
when
entendre.
Greeny gets to talking, you can tell him where to dip those comments. Maybe he'll like that taste of that better than all that Jordan Love gobbling, especially after he's done, and it's still just Jared Goff coming.
Yeah. Like, coming.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
If he's gobbling Jordan Love, all of this to do what? Just for Jared Goff to still be at the top. Let's rock.
Factual.
That's right.
Factual. Also, actually, I won't go there.
Yeah, Nolan, I'm try hard. Yes, I am. What you gonna do about it? You come be the bar king for a week.
Yeah, we're all trying hard.
Right.
This is
Have some fun, man.
Yeah. How many lines was that, by the way?
Rapper?
How many lines was that?
That was more than 16.
It was way more.
So
how many lines was it?
Where penalty?
It was 18.
No, it was way more than that, too.
It was 20.
Nah.
It was 20. It was a 16 plus 4.
Let's see here, MC8. It's not going down like
There's
that.
a 10% penalty there.
So how are we assessing penalties? Like, because it
10%
sounds
off the
good,
vote,
but how
I
are we
guess.
really assessing penalties?
I was going like 5% off for every 4 bars over.
5% off.
5% for not getting
penalizing me.
This a sale?
Not getting in before 10 p.m. 5% might not be enough. JB's down 10% because he's got 24 bars.
So this is percentage of the chat vote?
Yeah, so at the end there's a percentage. I'm like, if it's 43 to 39, first place, second place, and Kool-Aid's first place with a 5% penalty, he loses.
Okay.
He loses.
I know.
I have a penalty too. I have a penalty.
I'm going to win anything this week. So
You might not.
I don't think it's going to come to play. But to be out there, have some fun.
That was creative though.
To be able to do some stuff.
Hell
man.
yeah. I got no problem with what you just did.
Hey.
It was awesome.
No, not at all.
I'm not going, but I gotta say, y'all gotta figure out how to follow some damn rules. Broder makes some pretty easy rules to follow, and you guys are just like pretty much just throw the birds up to him. Like, yeah, no, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Easiest perspective,
Like Philadelphia
man.
Eagles.
Easiest perspective.
Throw
You
the
got enough
birds.
time in the day. When you got 4 kids and like 3 jobs,
Nah, for sure.
there's a whole lot more that goes in.
Which is why we know every Friday at 9 o'clock. So hey, you got 7 days to write this shit.
I got 6. Shout out to the Sabbath.
Yeah. It's funny you went a Jared Goff route because I also did too.
Oh.
And it was actually a semi-response to the diss track that was put out earlier from our fellow colleague, Mr. Speakeasy. I'm not going at him directly, but I'm taking the Jared Goff side of this diss, of this battle.
Right,
and so it's to the tune of "Hit 'Em Up" by Tupac.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So let's do this.
Broder's
Throw
trying
up
to
the
win, huh?
lyrics. JB. All right.
That's more than 16 laughs for sure.
It's 16 plus the chorus.
You
Look at
wrote
that.
a chorus.
You already deducted 5%.
Wait.
I did.
Wait. From the rules.
Yeah.
Rules.
No, I broke them too when I gave myself a 5% off.
Dang, he's that confident.
So you can just willingly break the rules.
He knows he's winning though.
Yeah, you can just willingly break the rules to get your shit off.
Yeah, well, when I'm laying in bed waiting for these submissions last night, the mind's just rolling. I was like, all right,
rules change every week.
Exactly. We need to stick to them.
How am I supposed to?
All right, you get me in the diss track mood.
I don't think Justin thought when he was saying
It's
follow
coming.
Broder's rules that he would flip up and Broder didn't follow the rules.
My shit is short, sweet, and to the point.
And you follow the rules, you're not going to get penalized, which means you have an advantage. Also, you got bars. All right. Hit them up.
Let's go.
First off, doubt me now and the team I claim. Line pride when we ride, come equipped with game. You said I can't run, lack the moves in the dash, but I drop dimes, lead drives, stack the cash. 212. Keep yapping. That's how much money he made in his contract. Keep yapping. I'll show you I'm elite in this. Shut your weak takes down, leave you speechless. Lions stumbled year 1, but we started to rise. Missed playoffs year 2. Took Green Bay by surprise. F the Packers. Called a poor man's Matt Ryan, but I ain't no cheap clone. Snap back, told them I'm in a league of my own. They laugh at my throws, call them ducks and wobblers, but I'm leading top offenses with my believers and my gobblers. I'll let the doubters know I'm here for life. Don't let the Lions prowl tonight. Shipped to the Motor City, called the Bridge QB. Now I'm showing y'all what a elite really be. See? Grab your stats when you see golf shine. Call the haters when you see me shine. 212. Who doubted me, but y'all didn't finish? Now you're about to feel the wrath of a menace. I hit him up.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
We all know what word was missing in that. But no,
I
that
like
was
it,
dope.
man. It's
That was
creative.
good. That was
Here we
good.
go.
That was dope. Even though it was way over 16, but you know.
It was
y'all
literally...
want to tell me to be within
That was like
16
a
and y'all
20
don't want to
and
stay.
then the course.
within 16.
well,
That
Mr.
is
Aid,
wild.
since I actually had the lyrics and you watched, it was 16 plus a chorus of 4 bars.
This
So it
is
was 20.
20.
20.
I did a 20 as well.
That is crazy, man.
Send them over. I'll tally it up.
I'm the only one that followed the rules and the criteria.
Mine is getting it submitted on time.
This is crazy. JB, what you got, man?
All right, so let me preface this. I did submit mine on time, but
You did.
It is over, and I didn't really follow the line, so it was kind of walking the line a little bit, but not really.
We'll add another -5 off.
Yeah, so no Lion season outlook for you.
Well, not really. Like I said, it's walking the line a little bit. What originally started out as the season, talking about it, but then it just kind of turned into a diss track. So,
damn, okay.
Let's go.
It took me a minute, and I'm just like, I'm sorry to all you fans of these teams, like if you are, but I had to do it. So, all right, let's get to it. No more delaying this. -10 points for all of this, but all right.
We're adding another 5, by the way, for it not being about the Lions season.
I'm sorry, like it just started out this way, but all right.
Get your shit off.
Man, skip the preseason. Ain't no need for practice. This NFC North is ours for the taking. You even lucky to make the stat sheets. Hey, Matt, you really want to see a dirty play? Just think, we got better when you ran away. Man, how these creamsicle puffs think they can beat us? They buff with no bucks trying to earn some buffs. And Marvin, please get your little boy a new playpen. Who told this rugrat he'd be out here with these grown men? You had us last year, but we coming to get our lick back. Only cool with K9, Spartan Dog. Gotta respect that. Ain't taking no time off. Even our buys a work week. Them Lions won again is a phrase they hate to speak.
Okay.
What is a skull clap, or can you all just not clap? Can't believe Sam Darnold is the one holding JJ back. But I gotta show some love to all you backups, because as many times as we sacked you love, you still got back up. It doesn't matter about your nail polish or pink phone. This ass whooping don't discriminate, but you can still cry to your mama on the way home. The Lions won again, will never get old, and just like D-Mac, this finish is stone cold.
Boom.
Hey,
That's a mic dropper right there at the end. That's
dope.
a mic dropper right there at the end.
That's dope. This may be my competition for the week.
Maybe.
JB is fine.
Maybe. KG, you ready?
Mine is short, sweet, to the point. No frills. No none of that. But before we get into all that,
you got a beat too?
We have to intro this properly.
Acknowledge me.
Your reigning, defending, undisputed Bar King is here to drop 16 lines on the Lions season outlook. Cough.
2 coughs. To the left.
He said just a few bars.
Last year had us sitting on the edge of the seat like Brad at the podium. They keeping receipts. Yeah, we left San Fran really feeling defeat, but Super Bowl is the goal and the shit ain't discreet. Can the Packers compete? They really think they above? You can believe in Jordan, but we ain't showing no love. And when push come to shove, all I want is the dubs. I don't care how I look and I don't care how it was. The division was cool, but playoff wins the need. I see the Lions coming home with the #1 seed. Add 1 to this year, 13 it'll be. Crown Kings of the North and the NFC.
Let's go. Let's go. That is following the rules. Your own rules. KG, that was dope, too.
That was dope.
I like your flow.
Yeah, I like the swag, too, man.
Thank you.
You was practicing in the mirror all week.
Oh, no, I do this, man. I do this, man. I've been doing this a long time, brother. Man.
Let's do it. All right, chat, we need your help. I'll calculate the penalties and all that, so don't worry about that. Just vote. Who do you think is the Bar King for week 3? Who was your favorite? We're going to let this run through break through the next segment. We'll come back and we'll have some fun. Kool-Aid, tell them about Swiss Insurance.
All right, we'll tell them about Swiss Insurance. Now more than ever, it is critical for you to have your insurance reviewed. Swiss Insurance to make sure your carrier is not sipping in any extra fees.
Bad boy.
Call Mark at Swiss Insurance today and tell them we don't stop. 313-530-1698.
Take that.
Word to my brother Flano. 313-530-1698. Or visit them online, SwissINS.com, and let them know that Woodward Sports sent you.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
So just to get the heated steering wheel, I also had the spring for the bigger rims.
Yeah, that's how they get you. Those upgrades will cost you an arm and a leg every time.
Hey, new car crew, how'd it go this weekend? I got a great deal on mine.
How?
I went to Randy Wise, not those other guys. They got me in a great new ride, and they didn't break my budget. Hey, could you pass me the sugar?
How?
Never mind.
He made the wise choice.
Yep.
Make the wise choice at RandyWiseBuickGMC.com.
Detroit sports merch. Well, let me tell you right now, head over to WoodwardSports.com, click on that shop tab. We are dropping new designs every single week, and I hope you got this in your closet to replace that Welcome to Detroit sign with the hashtag Boo Them Kids.
Boo Them Kids
out right now for you. We also got the Stoke Not Scared, and you know what? Whether or not they make a trade at the deadline, it's up to them. But you know what? We got the Woodward Sports Tigers sweatshirts as well, too. So head over to WoodwardSports.com, click on that shop tab, get swagged out.
And then Mark White Real Estate, because if you're dreaming of a new home but feeling the financial pinch, you got to go check out Mark White Real Estate. Mark White and Associates, they are your trusted real estate experts. They're here to help. Mark White and his team will pay up to $5,000 of your closing costs. That's right. I said $5,000. I'm about to cough. Call Mark White and Associates today at 248-290-8242 or visit them at markwhitesells.com. Again, call Mark White today at 248-290-8242 to make your dreams come true.
Hey, what up, dope people? Welcome back to Wake Up Woodward. Appreciate you guys for choosing to kick up your day with the Woo Crew. It's been a fun show. It's been a Friday show. I love these Bar Kings, man. It's fun to just kind of do something different with the crew, challenge ourselves. I know that JB, man, he doesn't build himself as a rapper, but that dude be spitting
No, JB got bars, man.
That's a creative man.
He got some fire, man.
That's a creative man.
You used to rap in dark alleys or some shit, man. You definitely, you got some bars about you.
I'm a producer, so I'm hoping that part of my grade can also include the beat and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, hey,
That's what I do.
we can elevate this. Elevate this
You don't want to
segment.
get beats involved for the satisfy the like button.
Nah, G.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Hey.
Let me get 5% for this. Just go on ahead.
No 5% for you this week.
The topic next week is 5%.
We do like your bars, though.
And smash that like button. Hey, let's have an R&B
Face
king.
down.
Y'all taking R&B? No, you might win R&B king for sure.
I would lose.
No, you'll definitely win that.
Oh, man.
Have you guys seen any bars in the chat? Has anybody?
I have not.
I haven't. People were really engaged, especially with JB and KG, man, and Broder as well. People are engaged with really what people were putting down. But chat family, if you guys got some bars,
I see one
throw
from
them in
Tim
the chat.
Hutchinson, actually.
Let's rock.
I see one from Tim Hutchinson. Let's read
hear it.
this. If we see more, I'll pass it around so other people can read. So I'm not the whitest person doing these. Tim Hutchinson. The D outlook got the league shook. Captains of the NFL got them hooked.
Ooh.
Used to be a sad story, but they didn't read the book. Motor City Dan, the king in one move, took out 2 rooks.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go, Tim Hutchinson.
Fire, man. Let me give my man a buzzer for that. That's a bar.
I'm not seeing any others. Yo, well, it's too much dead silence for a show, so let's get into what's trending with JB Smooth. We'll leave the chat open.
Oh.
Did you just close it?
I just closed it.
Is it a pretty wide margin
It's
anyway?
a pretty wide margin anyway.
Shall we announce it?
You're reigning, defending.
Yes.
The story
Bar King champion
continues.
Has returned, ladies and gentlemen.
And
KG.
still
back to back.
Boy, you're now longest reigning Bar King, man. And I am honored to be your king. And all these peasants, get your game up, man. Get your game up. Y'all keep changing the rules. Y'all keep trying to get extra votes. It's not working.
I'm shooting a video tomorrow. I don't care.
Music video for JB Smooth.
I'm shooting a video tomorrow.
Y'all might want to keep it a cappella. If this go to beats, this can get bad. I'm just going to be real with y'all. This could get bad.
Let's go.
All right?
Let's rock.
All right. Shout out to the chat for the votes,
KG,
man.
congratulations.
I love the people.
Hey, give yourself an applause.
Congratulations.
I got you, man. I got you.
We don't even get to have
Thank you.
a
Love you,
election
chat.
ceremony.
Thank you. I love the people. I'm a man of the people.
Two-time champ.
Yes.
I like it.
The only two-time champ.
It's true. It's true. We don't even get to do a ceremony, an election ceremony.
It's all
you just
good.
get to keep it.
Yeah.
You get to keep it.
Here on Mark said, pass the pillow to yourself.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'll do that. Thank you. I think I'll do that. You damn right.
Let's go. That was fun. Next Friday. Let's aim for Tuesday at the latest to get your topic in.
Got you. Got you.
Let's just aim for that.
Yeah, I got you.
Cool.
Let's go.
Cool. Let's go to What's Trending with JB. The goal is to have an extended mailbag at the end of this show. So we'll bang out What's Trending with JB. We'll pay some bills. Then we'll have a 20, 25-minute mailbag segment. You can ask us anything. We can talk more sports. Whatever you guys want to end the week with. This is chat driven. Thanks for participating. But you know what time it is. You know what time it is.
Now it's time for the most electrifying segment on the internet. It's What's Trending with JB. Live on Wake Up Woodward.
Ladies and gentlemen, your runner-up, JB Smooth.
Let's rock!
Just gotta throw dirt on the wound.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
It's all right. I know
I'm
you're
here to
winning.
win.
I know you're winning with What's Trending, though. Dude.
That's right.
Always.
That's right. Broder, I gotta ask you, man, what has been your worst injury as a pitcher?
As a pitcher?
Yeah.
I had a labrum surgery. I didn't tear anything. I hurt my biceps tendon my senior year at Michigan. Had to have a labrum surgery, and such is life. A shoulder injury.
Shoulder injury. All right. Not bad. I don't think it's as bad as this injury, though, but you tell me.
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
Those are some curved fingers.
Jesus. From sliding into the bag?
Yep.
That's a
He's got 2 broken fingers?
That looks like, what is that, like an adult softball?
Yep, softball league.
So you see how in the MLB, a lot of the players, they have those, like, they look like oven mitts on their hands when they're running the bases.
Yeah, I noticed they started doing that.
To prevent that.
Yeah, that's tough.
Oh, my God.
That's tough.
That's crazy.
Sheesh, man. That shit.
Imagine telling your girl you're out for, job, that you're out for a couple weeks.
Right. That happened to my thumb, though, in high school. Before
Really?
a game, I was practicing basketball, actually with my guy downtown Deuce, Keith. He was practicing with me before the game. I was playing defense. I was one of those weirdos who practiced defense in the pregame. And I reached in for a steal, and his knee came forward, popped my thumb.
Ugh, shit.
The whole thing, it swelled up really quickly. It was out of place. It was wild. I didn't tell nobody, bro. I ran to the nurses thing. They were all like, hey, what you doing here, Brandon? I was like, just need this real quick.
Yeah.
Put on a gauze, put the metal splint, went out there and dropped 20.
Jesus, man.
You went right back to playing.
Dropped 20, man.
He told he dropped 20.
We played Baptist Park. It was the first time we beat them in our school's history. They used to clown us. There was no way I was missing that game at all. We beat them by like 30.
Is that why your jumper's a little crooked?
Oh, no. Look at this guy.
He trying to talk,
This
man.
guy.
He trying to talk.
My shot was better after that, actually.
Herb Nash looked like Calvin Johnson's fingers.
No.
Yeah. That's kind of on the line of those Calvin Johnson fingers. But, man, you guys ever been at church and then forgot you were at church?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see.
Wait.
Oh!
Wait, what? He flipped somebody off?
And then he caught himself. He flipped himself off, dog.
It has to be one of his boys or like someone he knows, right? Where it's like you look up, you see him, you're like, oh, wait.
Like I'm wondering, like, does he have his phone up there and he's reading text messages or something? Like somebody had to have sent him something, bro.
It's like he got scared at the end, though. Like, did his grandma come around? Like, oh, I forgot.
Bro, you're in the pulpit, man.
Yeah, man, you can't do that, man. You playing the organ, man. You can't be flipping people off on the organ. Come on, man.
His reaction at the end.
Man, my soul hurts for him, bro.
He kind of reminded me of, Jalen. Remember Jalen?
Yeah.
Oh, man, Jalen.
Yeah.
Like, his facial
It
expression at
does
the end
remind
is
me
like,
of Jalen.
I don't know. You know what I'm
Shout out
saying?
to Jalen.
Not before he does the facial, but that one look. Whenever I would look over at Jalen in the booth, he'd be like,
Oh, like when Doc Rivers got hired, it was breaking news.
Yeah,
And we were on table talk. He was like, for what?
Yeah.
It's like the same exact look, bro.
Factual.
Goodness.
That's hilarious.
Oh, my God. Justin, I'm glad you're back because I got to show you this.
That dude.
Somebody said this was you. Can you pull off this trick?
Oh.
I love JB.
Oh, stick work. Stick work.
That's Hey Barber, I believe.
Of course he knows.
But yeah, he's so good. I cannot do that. I wish.
Is he an actual player or just social media?
No, he's a content creator and he does crazy moves like this.
That's nuts. Why isn't he playing if he's doing shit like that?
Exactly.
Because it's more than skill. It's like every sport. I mean, there's intricacies to the game. I mean, he could, but he was definitely playing at a high level. You can't be doing shit like that if you did not. I don't know exactly what level he played on, but
that's nuts.
Yeah,
that's so tight though.
Oh my God.
Do they do stuff like that at the NHL All-Star game? Do they do any like dunk contests, but
it's
hockey version?
It's called the Shootout Challenge, and they all try to do like the most creative shootout moves. It used to be a lot better because the goalies used to try, but now the goalies like take it upon themselves to also like have fun.
Gotcha.
And so now it's not as good, but like in the 2010s to about 2016, 2018. That was prime. There was great.
Pav used to do all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember that. Magic Man.
That's
Let's go.
Yeah, that's
like I'd watch that stuff. I'd go down a rabbit hole of that.
The stick, man.
Yeah, I would definitely peep that out just because that skill work right there. But
Can you play it one more time?
Oh yeah, I got you.
That was crazy. And I love hockey celebrations after goals, dog.
Yeah.
Hockey players know what to do.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the through the legs caveat too. Like he threw it through his legs to then pick it out of the air.
Yeah.
Like oh my, like it's even takes so much skill, and this is the most skill thing I probably could do. Like in terms of this, is I can take the puck off the ice and just pick it up off the ice onto my stick. That's it, and then I can like throw it. I've scored twice doing it in practice, but I'd never try it like in a shootout or in a game. Like that's wild.
And one quick question, man. Look, as a jealous basketball player, after we score, it's get back on defense. After they score, it's this
celebration.
How
Yeah.
exhilarating is that? But with the fans right there banging on the glass after you know you just did work.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then the moment I can speak on in my own career is when you guys saw I showed you that shootout goal against Michigan State.
Yeah.
After I scored, as I skated down the ice, I had a bunch of college kids flip me off, like banging the glass, and I just hit him with the "Peace out, fellas."
Fuck them.
That's epic. That's epic.
So disrespectful, Justice. So disrespectful. But I love it. I love it, man. Oh man. Kool-Aid, you are our resident dad here on the show, so I got to tell you, they said have kids, but I don't even know how this is possible.
Yeah. Oh, the back of the freezer?
Wait, what?
Somebody get the baby out the freezer, man.
Stop recording and start helping.
Yeah,
what are we
like,
doing?
what?
Are you serious? Bro, destroy the refrigerator. Save your baby.
Law, for real.
This
generation is wild. Why would you feel that? Why would you? I get that it's like kind of cute.
That baby.
I get that it's kind of cute, but yeah, your baby is in the freezer, man. Like, come on.
What are we doing?
Like, what are we doing here?
Just his face, dog.
That's wild, bro.
Also,
What are we doing?
frozen peppers.
How did the baby get in there?
The peppers.
Like, why the bell peppers in the ice?
KG asked the best question
How
right now.
did the baby get in there, bro?
I don't know.
They
That's
had
the
to
question.
take. No way that baby is squeezing through there. They had to take the door off, and then
Dante
they did this to be
151,
funny.
how?
This is staged.
Here
I'm
on
sorry.
Mark, the baby is cool, literally.
Right. This shit is staged.
KG asking how it's in the freezer, and Broder's asking why is there peppers in the freezer?
And like specifically the ice box. Like now you want ice in your water, it's all contaminated with.
Get the peppers out!
Right.
Now I gotta worry
Fuck
about
the
if I
baby,
ever have
the
Uncle
peppers.
Broder babysit the kids.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
I know peppers won't be in the freezer, but my kids.
I like sleeping
No
when it's
promises,
extra cold.
man.
It might be. I don't.
Yeah, just give
That's
them a blanket.
crazy.
There's peppers in the freezer. The kids might be as well too. Who knows? And finally, I will end it on this video, just because if you're the grill master and you know it's hot outside, you don't want to be dealing with that heat.
Yeah.
No, it'd be like
Hey.
that when it's hot.
Hey.
Bro, we gotta get him an extension. One of those old claws.
Oh yeah.
You know, when you're a
I
kid,
know
you play with
exactly.
the little.
Can we
My
remix
parents
this
had
song
those,
too,
man.
by the way?
Little grabber.
KG, we gotta remix this song with Broder.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
I'm with that. You baby.
Head to the barbecue. Head to the grill?
I know
Yes.
I like my soul food.
Let's go.
Man.
Oh, good Lord.
What's in the middle of that?
Yeah, go
back.
He not burning the meat, though. He handling business from the car, man.
What's in the middle? Dogs, burgers look good, but
Yeah,
what's
man.
next to the...
Is that potatoes or something?
I can't see.
Can't really
shrimp?
tell. I
Is that shrimp?
Maybe
Maybe
shrimp.
shrimp.
Maybe shrimp.
We're foodies,
He
bro.
get down. He throwing the shrimp on the grill. You getting down.
Yeah, that's getting down for sure, KG.
Or if Chef Talks Lions is in the chat, shrimp on the bobby.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out
Well
Shane.
done,
Right.
Hey.
Shout out my man.
Shane Gillis is a pretty funny Australian skit.
A little
Anyways,
car-
JB.
A little car grilling for you, but that's it for what's trending. What's happening in some mailbag?
Well, let's take a quick break.
That was awesome.
Let's pay some bills, take a quick break, and we'll come back for a nice long mailbag. So get your questions in. Anything, sports, non-sports, Flaherty, Scooble, what AJ Hinch said on 97.1 earlier. Anything you want to talk about, let us know. But first,
You want to double up?
yeah, we do.
That's right.
You want me to tell you about Soroki's? Then will you do Dr. Pierce after I tell you about Soroki's?
Yeah,
That'll
sir.
be Kool-Aid. But Soroki's. Crispy chicken and pizza, guys, they're taking over Michigan. They're known for their quality, hand-battered and hand-breaded chicken tenders,
The real
sandwiches,
number one fast
and New York-style pizza. Locations are popping up all over Metro Detroit, doubling the number of restaurants this year. Soroki's just had their grand opening in Madison Heights. So be sure to stop in and try at a mega station near you or go to www.sorokis.com.
Fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce. Thank you, brother. This chair is broken. Of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big D Energy and Thursday during Ermanni and Edwards with Mass, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that 4-time Stanley Cup winning DMAC trust. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsandSpine.com or call 248-426-9944.
Braylon Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola, really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody!
A network for the city, by the city. Woodward Sports is Detroit Sports.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week, walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Randy.
Oh, that's me. How would you like to play the University of Golf course with Braylon Edwards? Gosh, y'all gave me this one. Gosh, okay.
Tell us about the foursome you're about
You know
to have.
what? It's the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour. Register today and you could round off our foursome at woodwardsports.com or scan this QR code right here above my head. When it comes to your next car or truck, this is important. You got to make the wise decision. Randy Wise Automotive.
Also, let me tell you about the Boys and Girls Club of Southeastern Michigan. You can join the best youth football league in Metro Detroit. It's the Southwestern Michigan's 3C Sports League. It offers youth ages 5 to 14 with 6 exciting teams to choose from in Detroit, Belleville, Highland Park, and East Point. All the coaches, They're trained, certified, undergo background checks, so you can register for football or cheer at bgcsm.org. Equipment, meals, transportation, included all for a chance to play for a championship at Ford Field for just $175 per child. Put the youth back in youth sports with BGCSM 3C Sports.
And we are back. It's Wake Up Woodward. Thank you guys for choosing to support your Woo crew. Let's zoom on through that light goal today, Chad family.
Please.
So go on ahead and satisfy and smash it. And we're going to get into what the mailbag segment just a little bit earlier today.
Yeah, Friday. We're going extended.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Let's rock.
Yeah.
Anything
Cool.
else you want to tip before the read?
Nope.
Let's go.
Hit the like button. Thank you.
Hit that like button.
Alan W. Mailbag. Kool-Aid. With all of the guards we have, the Pistons, how would you structure the rotations, and who do you think is the odd man out? TSJ, Beasley, and Ivy can't all get significant minutes, right?
I think that they can all actually get.
I added the right, by the way, the Ron Burgundy right. He's
they can all get minutes. What significant means, I don't know, but it just depends on how tight the rotations will be if you're going 8, 9, or 10 deep. And when you talk about load management, when you're talking about trying to make sure your players can get rest, Tim Hardaway Jr. is a guy, he's going to play. That's why you brought them here. But with some guys on this squad like Jade and Ivy, if he's still on the squad, he has to play too. If you're not going to play an Ivy, why is he here? If you're not going to play Beasley or Tim Hardaway Jr., why sign them? But to me personally, those are your top three kind of, outside of Cade Cunningham guards that you're going to run alongside him. And sometimes you can go to 3-guard looks, which happens in this NBA a lot. So it gives them a little bit of an advantage from that standpoint.
The question is, will Jaden Ivey start?
That's the question.
Yeah. I think that, we got more of a veteran presence with Tim Hardaway Jr. I personally think Malik Beasley will be the starter, and you'll have Jaden Ivey at your 6th spot. But some people still believe that Jaden Ivey can start with Cade.
But you know what I know? He's not rattled. No. Talking to Jaden Ivey last year through this process, I got to talk to him at Holworth Park, where we also got to speak with Greg Kelser. And talking to him at some of the practices, he continued to state, listen, I'm here to do whatever this team wants me to do. And we saw Jaden Ivey get better as a player throughout the season. We talked about Ron Holland getting better from one half to the other in a summer league game. Well, Jaden Ivey went through a lot of adversity last season where the coach wasn't really trying to give him a chance. Not, hey, you're not going to start. Not trying to give you a chance. He still acquitted himself well.
Yeah.
Shot a reputable 3-point percentage, put up some good stats. It's set up for him to go out there and take that starting lineup spot, though. There's nobody here in this roster that's just clearly, this guy stands a head and shoulders above Ivy. This is now for Ivy to prove the belief that the organization had in him.
Yeah.
All right, Justin from John Effing Lord, mailbag, JEWSUS. You ever did the Michigan to score a goal in hockey? If so, what was the repercussions from the other team? And do you know what that?
The Michigan?
The Michigan is when you pick it up on your stick.
Oh, okay.
So
what was the name of the guy who did that again? Webb?
I don't remember, but it was.
I'll find it.
It was in the. Yeah, you know what it is. It was at Michigan, as it should be. But my favorite, or I have done it once, and it was in practice, and I even had repercussions. I've never done it in a game. I honestly don't know if I'd ever tried it in a game. I'm not a very flashy player when I play hockey, so doing that would be very against my style. But I did do it, and I did it in a version where you pick up the puck and you spin around and do 360s, and then to gain momentum, and then when you're on the back end of spinning, you throw the puck with all your momentum, and I threw it right behind the goalie, and the goalie walked off the ice. So that was the only repercussion, is the fact that I wasn't allowed to shoot on him anymore because he was pissed.
Mike Legg was a Michigan player. What's the name of the Mighty Ducks player? The Cowboy. I think he was in 1 and 2. Do you guys remember the name of the Cowboy in Mighty Ducks?
I know who you're talking about.
I know who you're talking about. The guy with the glasses from Texas.
Yeah.
He's in D2 and D3, not D1.
Or maybe would it have been the figure skater who did the spins with the... Someone did that in Mighty Ducks, I think.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. You make the goalie walk off. Well done, Justin.
I also saw another mailbag question from me.
Let it fly.
It was my favorite Lawson story, which is where Western Michigan plays their hockey games.
Okay.
And it's renowned a little less than Yost, to put it in perspective for you, Broder. Lawson Ice Arena. So it was actually from this year. We were number 4 team in the country. Denver came in to play us, and we were number, I think, 8 at the time. And we went down by 2 goals, I think, in the early first period, and then we came back and we won 7-3. So being there for a huge upset like that, on the home ice was absolutely electric. Shout out Alex Bump. He had multiple goals in that game and was a huge part of that comeback. So that would be my favorite moment at Lawson.
Love that.
Nice.
Love that. Dante151, mailbag for everyone. Which movie are you interested in seeing? Deadpool 3, Beetlejuice 2, or Alien Romulus? Any movie buffs in here that know any of those except for Deadpool or Beetlejuice?
Yeah, the new Alien movie, I'm a big fan of the Alien movies, man. I think that new Alien movie is going to be really good, man. But Deadpool 3, of course, like Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool is pretty good. I kind of worry about the Wolverine. What does he mean? Deadpool versus Wolverine, or just Deadpool
the
3?
movie? I think I saw a comment in here. It's the director says it's not technically Deadpool 3. It's a standalone movie, so we're probably talking about that.
I'm a little worried about that movie just because I feel like they'll lean a little too much into the comedy. There needs to be some comedy there, of course, is Deadpool, but I want them to be a little serious too.
I'm optimistic that they will bring some serious tone just because it's still Wolverine.
But
you know it's going to be comedy.
I lost faith after the last Thor movie. That last Thor Love and Thunder bullshit.
That's valid.
That is bullshit.
But Thor was kind of that type of figure throughout Avengers, whereas Wolverine has been vicious.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The most vicious Thor we got was when that man got mad that he ain't go for the head.
No, real shit.
But I feel you.
I'm with you guys. I'm Deadpool 3 all the way. I'm more optimistic than both of you because I just don't believe that this type of movie, like this is the pillar that like the MCU has been falling and they've been not living up to expectations. Like this is the pillar movie. Like this will define whether or not they can bring back the MCU and be in the elite place that they were. If they don't with this movie, they're going to lose even more than they already have. Like even me, I love Marvel movies. I've gone to see every single Marvel movie. I'm not even tapped in. I haven't watched the last two shows. Like they have even lost me as an absolute diehard fan. Like it's just not the same anymore. Like I want to love it. I am so passionate about it. I want this to be an amazing movie. It has to be, honestly, for me, because I just I don't want to have to look down on my favorite franchise because they're not living up to the expectations. And I hope that the quality control that they said that they have added to this movie and to the movies coming out will be truly MCU level to what they have made their level.
And just I feel you. That's why I'm worried about it though, because this is Wolverine's first appearance in the actual MCU.
I know.
Not a part of Sony and all the bullshit that they was doing. So I'm just really worried about
I don't know about bullshit. They were doing a good job with Wolverine.
Well, some of them was good. The other ones, the X-Men movie, some of them was questionable. But this is their chance to integrate X-Men into the MCU finally, so they need to do this right. They really do.
They get a pass because Logan was so good.
Yeah.
Logan was really good. I will admit the X-Men movies were kind of lacking a little bit.
Some of them were straight.
Some of them were
questionable.
But some of them were a little lacking. I don't have a problem with Deadpool and Wolverine. I know we're gonna get our jokes and our action in there as well too. I'm more concerned with Beetlejuice 2 just because of that far gap that we've had since the first Beetlejuice movie, and I just don't want to lose that nostalgia that we used to have from and the joy of watching that movie. The new Aliens, I haven't seen the trailer yet, so I gotta peep that out to see if I really actually want to go see that. But
it looked dope.
I'm all for Deadpool this year.
Hey, Eric Allen said, don't be worried, KG. This movie is going to be amazing and reset the MCU. It's going to be serious with highlights of comedy. He says, don't worry. Don't worry.
I'm cool with the comedy. It just can't be all comedy.
It's fair. It's a fair point. I get it. I totally get it. Like, I'm hoping they don't ruin it. My hope is that, or my optimism is that they don't do Wolverine wrong. Like,
you can't, man.
They can't.
And you about to integrate the X-Men. It's got to be done right, man. Please, Marvel.
You're exactly right. The last couple Marvel movies, I know I took Kid Kool-Aid too. You know how crazy it is? All the special effects, and at the end of the movie, your kid is just like, okay. Like, okay.
Don't worry.
Okay. You know it's bad when the kids say, okay.
I used to go to Marvel movies and I'd walk out like, holy shit.
Yes.
Like that was the craziest thing I've ever watched. And now I feel Kid Kool-Aid's reaction.
Ain't been the same after.
Guys, Eric Allen says
since Thanos hit that snap.
Disney fired Sean Bailey and rehired Bob Iger because Bailey watered everything down to get so much money, and Iger is making less product.
Encourage you, KG.
Tell your boys to have faith and not to worry. I got you, Eric.
They got got your
don't
back.
worry.
I do have faith, and that's what I was speaking on with the quality control aspect, because I know that even Kevin Feige has come out and the Russo brothers have said that, like, we care about the quality. It needs to be better. We need to step up. They've been making edits to the new Captain America movie as well, because it apparently wasn't up to par, and you never want to hear that. So hopefully they can figure that one out too. So hopefully Deadpool Wolverine can shoot the MCU back into its prime form.
Hey, bro, you need to be our entertainment reporter.
For real.
No doubt. Before we read the Feldman after this, Eric Minion Sr. submitted some bars. Whoa.
Yeah.
We're going to switch to
I did not know that was going to be.
From Eric Minion Sr., everyone in the chat, rate his bars. I think we got some good ones. He says, Detroit versus everyone, it's all the same until the Lions win the Super Bowl and get acknowledged like Roman Reigns. Woo! So tell all the lames, stay in their lanes, because the 313 is killing the game.
You damn right,
Let's go.
Eric Minion Sr.,
right.
that's a bar. That's a bar. Everyone vote for his bars, A through F. Put them in there.
Hey, and thank you for taking the chance. Hey, do something fun.
Yeah.
Challenge yourself. It's with the crew. It's with your fam, right? Win or laugh at yourself. Either way, you can have some fun.
Megan Hindy, I don't know if that's a question, Ron Burgundy. Let me tell you about Feldman Automotive. Because since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, and first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit FeldmanAuto.com to find the location nearest you. Catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi once a month on a Wednesday coming up in August. Go to Feldman Chevrolet. They are Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer and the sponsor of our mailbag segment, which we are right in the middle of. Keep them coming. Keep the mailbag questions coming.
Yes, sir. Yes,
but
sir.
I got to ask you guys.
It is time for our Wake Up Woodward mailbag segment.
We've been in the middle of it. Big Con 51. What do you think about the NBA All-Star Game winners? Our Team USA on Olympic year. What?
What?
What do you think about NBA All-Star Game winners are out? Big Con 51. If you could rephrase that, I'm not really following. Chase Amley. Mailbag, when you were a kid, what was something you wanted to be when you grew up outside of sports?
Outside of sports?
Yeah.
I think
When I was growing up, I just wanted to be a baseball player.
Yeah, football for me.
I wanted to be basketball, but I had my eyes set on finance as well, man. My dad, he got me in
What about music?
He got me in stocks. Music was something I always knew. My dad told me, you're always going to have that. So go out there and also enrich yourself with something to give yourself the ability to platform yourself. And it worked. When I got to college, kind of handled my business with the books and was able to platform businesses and such, which propelled me through media. And honestly, with the opportunity we have today. So
yeah.
Oh, I got one.
It was finance.
At one point, I was really pushing the music hard. Me and my man's shout out Dre, aka FaZe. We got to do like a lot of different stuff. Got to open up for some people. Little Scrappy, Trillville, Lil Mo, Pleasure P. I'm trying to think of who else. We had a couple more little gigs, but yeah, it was fun, man. Just trying to push music and be in that lifestyle, you know. But it just didn't work out, man. But I found other ways to get entrenched. Obviously, I'm your reigning bar king. So
KG was out there with Pretty Ricky.
Yeah, man.
Pretty Ricky. Yeah. Actually, I got a good one
Brat
too.
I opened up for the Brat as well. So.
I got a good one too, though. So like before sports and everything, I actually wanted to be a video game designer, but I went like my first semester and realized how much more work it takes to put into actually making the video game very popular and successful. And I only lasted like one semester, and then I ended up kind of dropping out of that class. So there's that.
There's that. Big Show picks. Mailbag, what do you think about the Bears only being plus 100 to not make the playoffs? DraftKings out here lying on the Bears? It's pretty aggressive for a rookie quarterback.
I keep asking, what is it that we are missing? I do believe that the Bears have some talent, but really? I don't know.
You need a quarterback.
He's well insulated. I will say that. Like me and Broder share the sentiment that we don't believe in the offensive line still, but everything else is there. I mean, defense, receivers, running back, technically if Swift can stay healthy. So we'll see, man.
We'll see. Justin, before you had teased a tournament you're putting together with a $100 Shiroki's gift card award for chat to be involved with.
Yes.
Talk to me.
All right. Honestly, let's start picking names right now because you guys are in chat and we're announcing it right now. So,
explain it to me.
I know I'm about to explain it, but I if you are interested in representing, so what this will be is the hosts will all be playing each other in a tournament on Woodward Sports. We all will be representing a viewer that it will be picked at random. So drop Soroki's in the chat right now if you want to have a chance to be represented by one of us playing in this tournament. And then whichever host wins, whatever viewer is represented by that person will win $100 Soroki's gift card to be sent to them or picked up. I don't know how that's going to work. That's not my area of expertise. Yeah, well. But we will have all of us in here, there, Easy, Spenny, hopefully some more in there as well. There's going to be a big field. We're going to have a bunch of fun things going on. Maybe I could also convince Sticking Kool-Aid to give away some merch. And
let's do it. Let's do it.
And we're just going to have a good time with it. We're just going to keep it pretty raw, keep it entertaining. We're going to let our personalities breathe, and we're going to play some video games. It's going to be really awesome, and hopefully we get a bunch of good content from it.
Keep spamming the comments with that Soroki's, man. We love to see it. Definitely.
Yes, sir. Yeah, throw that Soroki's down there. Shout out Soroki's. Get yourself some biscuits.
Shout out. You heard the way he said it. You heard the way he said it, so you know they're real biscuits.
You get a biscuit.
Yeah.
You know they're real.
You got to put the emphasis in there somewhere so you know they're good.
Put the biscuit in the basket.
You get a biscuit.
Let's rock. And you know what? I got a mailbag question here that I saw earlier. It ties back into the beginning of the show. Brad Hendricks, mailbag. Earlier you talked about Del Taco and Chick-fil-A around the room. What are your top 2 or 3 go-to fast food spots?
I hate fast food.
What are your top 2 or 3 restaurants then? Just anything. If you're going to eat out or if it's a snack.
I'll go to McDonald's like at the airport. I'll go get, Egg McMuffin.
At the airport.
Yeah, that body's a temple. College athlete.
Favorite restaurant. I don't know. I would prefer to cook, but what's an all-time? I'll think it's, you guys got fast food?
You don't even like Chick-fil-A or...
Yeah.
I drive by and I see the line, and I always drive right past.
Well, the line is a misinterpretation.
I know they go fast.
Like, I've never waited longer than 10 minutes in a Chick-fil-A line.
Right. I see it, and like Pavlov's dogs, I associate it with waiting, and I keep driving.
No, that's valid.
Ryan's reaction, though, Culver's.
I was just about to say
really
that.
That's an underrated
one.
They
are
can
chain.
serve. Yeah, are they really fast? Because the food takes a minute. With it.
Yeah.
And I like that. I
literally just had Culver's 2 days ago. I was going to say Culver's always a go-to for me.
In terms of the level of just you need it, it's there.
Yeah.
You always can get it. It hits at a decent hit rate. I can't say it hits at 100%, but that's why I usually order 2 entrees. But McDonald's is always there for me when I need it. I love McDonald's.
McDonald's is always there for me.
He's saying this without looking at Broder at all.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm not. I fucking love McDonald's. Straight up.
I'm not judging.
I'll drop the F-bomb in there.
No, McDonald's breakfast is still undefeated, man.
Yeah.
McDonald's breakfast.
I see you with the big muffin in there every day.
Oh yeah, man. You see how I get down, man. You see how I get down.
I will say Burger King used to have the Cine Minis.
Yeah,
those were Hall of Fame.
Let's not talk about that because I used to work at Burger King like when I was younger. So I got tired of them very, very quick.
Yeah, I understand.
Very quick.
I did a stint at Taco Bell. I feel your pain. I was at Taco Bell.
We call it Taco Hill if you work there.
I was at Taco Bell in the most important moment in their history. When the 12 packs first dropped and when the Dorito taco first dropped.
The Dorito.
When the Dorito first dropped.
You know what? That's one item.
What?
Yes.
Man, there was some long days at that damn Taco Bell, man.
That's one item
long
worth getting
days.
the BGs for, bro. The Doritos Loco Taco.
Factual. All right,
and the Mexican pizza.
Let's run off with some sports.
I don't like the Mexican pizza.
Dakota Mullet and several people, Alan W. was put in the chat. While we were on the air, AJ Hinch had gone on 97.1. I think he's on every Friday at 8:02. And he made some comments. He talked about Tarek Skubal being a guy, Dakota Mullen said, he wants to write his name on the lineup every 5 days, and that he wants this team to buy at the deadline. What do you make of this? Do you think this is there gamesmanship with the trade market? Is this him politicking his own ownership, saying, hey, just so you know, this is what I want.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell the public and screw it.
There you go.
What do you guys think?
It could be a little bit of both, but I think it's the latter, man. I think AJ Hinch really wants to go after this thing, and maybe he doesn't have confidence that Chris and maybe even Scott want to go out there and really push for a buy at the deadline. So I like it, man. Put pressure on ownership. You've let the fans know now, hey, this is what I want to do personally. So we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Nah, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
And if I'm a manager and I know that I have the potential to go down with the ship, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to swing away for the fences. For lack of a better reference in baseball, if I'm AJ Hinch, I'm telling the organization, I would rather us be buyers. And who would know this more than the manager who's sitting there every day understanding what he has on his roster and just what he may need to put this thing over the top. And if he believes that they should be buyers, it's kind of what we continue to bandy. What happens if they go out there and do the unthinkable to start this gauntlet off? And they did that. They did it. They handled the Guardians. They handled the Dodgers. And now you put yourself in a position to at least entertain what AJ Hinch is.
Yeah. The next question is, how do they buy? Like, we're talking giving up top prospects.
That's
if you want someone who's going to help the Tigers, if the Tigers want someone who's going to help this year, we're talking about dipping into Jace Young, Lee, not just the Kreidlers of AAA, but we're talking Jace Youngs because we're not buying by selling, by giving up Flaherty or giving up. Really not giving up Flaherty. You're not getting a major leaguer for Flaherty or for Canna or for Urshela. Those guys are going to get you AA, maybe a AAA player.
Yeah, and once again, these are not Scott Harris guys. These were Al Avila guys, so maybe they believe more in what Scott Harris has drafted so far, and they want to ride with that, and everything else is expendable at this point. And by doing that, that shows me that they want to go out and get a big-time player. If you want to buy and add some of these really good prospects or people that we believe to be good prospects in, that means they're going after somebody big.
Yeah, because I'm so glad that you said that, man. I'm over here fumbling over my words because I want to be really excited about the Tigers, but the excitement is tempered because where do we always bring this back to? What is the organization from the ownership and the front office standpoint going to do to spend the money, man? And it's
going to look crazy now if they don't buy, though, with him coming out saying that. It's going to look a little crazy.
Who are they going to sell to buy?
Broder is right in that respect. If he's saying it, I would assume that they have some type of guard, but you're right. They would have to come up off of some of these players that aren't necessarily their guys, though. And so I could see it being a thing, but you're right. Where does it come from? It's not free agency. You're not just going out there and just
it's be prepared.
And maybe it's not like, of course, like a superstar player, but maybe, along the lines of Vlad, maybe Bo Bichette, maybe I wouldn't say Bobby Witt, but you just never.
Bobby Witt, Steve Wild ain't coming to Detroit.
But Steve Wild
as much as a dream that would be.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say Steve Wild asked, why would you buy?
That's what I.
Because that's your question.
Yeah. You either have to go all in, like seriously buy.
Yeah.
Because you would, if you're keeping Tarek Skubal, you're going for a World Series in the next year or two.
Yeah.
So if you're buying, you're going to get multiple.
I don't know about
that. You're going to wait 2 years to go for a World Series?
No.
Tarek Skubal won't be on the team in 2 years. 2.5 years.
Yeah, you got to say 2.5 years.
2.5.
Because I thought you were referring to this season and next season. I mean, you're telling me 2 years down the road after this season, I could see us competing for a World Series.
Without Tarek Skubal?
No, with Tarek Skubal.
How are you going to make that happen?
Doesn't he have 2 years left after this year?
He does.
Yeah.
But he's saying, how do we make it happen without trading a guy like a Tarek Skubal?
How do you make that happen?
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to bank on free agency, but you can also make moves that are long-term buys. Like, there are people with multi-year deals.
Agreed.
Like, Bo Bichette and Vlad both have 2 years left on their deals.
Yeah.
And, there are guys you can bring in to supplement this offense. It's just about finding the correct pieces. And you know what? That's not my job. That's Sky Harris's job.
Yeah.
And so I put that on Sky Harris to figure that out, to bring in what bats and find free agents that he can afford and want to come to Detroit. All of those things you could do that.
Those are a lot of variables.
That's what I'm hoping.
But the variables are for Scott Harris to figure out.
But that's why I'm hoping that AJ Hinch's comments are tipping his hand towards the fact that maybe this is where Scott Harris's mind is at. If I'm the manager, there's only two reasons why you're doing this. You're either telling your organization, bro, get this thing together right now, or you and your organization have talked about it. We just saw Trajan Lane in the Pistons. Who I believe they have a well-run organization right now. Wow. I like what's going on with that front
Crazy
office.
to hear that right now,
I like what's going on with the front office. I like Trajan Lane's voice, man. When he walked in at the thing, it was like, yo, he's the guy. But when you hear them go and they put all of our sports teams, they put their strategy out there now, and they're following through and they're executing. We saw Trajan Lane walk fresh in and then right away execute exactly what he stated.
Yeah.
We already know what Brad Holmes has done. Maybe there's a little bit of that here with AJ Hinch.
But the Path, if you're going to buy at this deadline, you have to go for a World Series in the next 2 years. I'm not confident that they're going to.
But why?
Why should I be confident? They haven't spent this offseason.
No. Why, if they buy at this deadline, does it just automatically mean that? Because like you put the caveats on me. Let me put the caveats on you. Okay, what if we decide to re-sign Scooble? What if we do decide to make moves? Like everything
Those
that
have
you
to
question
happen.
for me, I can question right back for you because like
that's why it's a fascinating conversation.
There's no timeline window on buying and selling. Like you can buy and
because
still.
Tarek Skubal is your timeline window. If you're going to keep him, if you're going to pass on the most historic trade deadline that your organization may ever have, which is fine. If you do that, you better be prepared to pay not only for Tarek Skubal, but for real major league bats and players and a better bullpen this offseason, because Tarek Skubal after this season will have 2 years left. And after 2 years, the minimum contract that he will be asking for with Scott Harris is 8 years, $400 million. All I keep hearing is that Illich won't pay, ownership won't pay. Why didn't they go get JD Martinez? Why didn't they go get the third baseman on the Giants? Like he hasn't proved that before. So if Scott Harris has the green light, hey, you have an open checkbook this offseason to build a team that's going to contend for a World Series while we have Tarek Skubal before that free agency contract, then it makes sense. Or you can justify it.
That would be out of character.
It would be very out of character, Scott Harris, and how this new front Harris.
Man.
It might be. This is the thing about baseball. Like you could go buy it.
AJ Hinch come out and say that?
Do we think he's going to go buy? Do we think the Tigers are going to go actually spend a lot of money this offseason and then a historic contract in 2 years? Or so there are both. There are risks to trading a pitcher.
Yeah. It's risk on either side.
Exactly.
Do you know how frustrating it is to know that in baseball right now, we see some potential pieces that could be foundation for great years worth of baseball, and the only thing holding them back is not a Josh Smith contract, it's not a CBA rule, it's not some type of cap space. It's literally the owner's decision. You got smart guys in your front office, you got a hell of a manager, you got some good talent, and it's just your owner saying, hey, you know what? No, not today.
That's a good point. Megan Hindy brings up, if you keep Skubal, you probably have to keep Flaherty. Like, that's part of getting to the playoffs this year. Flaherty has to be factored in. So when you're talking buying at the deadline, it is literally you're giving up Jace Young, you're giving up Leonard, you're giving up Lee. Shoot, you may even have to dangle McGonigal. Just like we want to go to the Orioles and ask for their top guys. We want to go to the Red Sox. That's what they're going to be looking for, too. If we want a quality if we want Bo Bichette, we got to give up something. I don't think the Toronto Blue Jays, even Bo Bichette having a down year, I don't think they're going to go for, Torkelson, a couple minor league prospects. I don't think they're going for Manning and one of those. Like, they need something real for those two guys. It's
interesting.
And you know what? To put a bow on this, I don't even know if I would recommend that Tigers ownership spend $400 million on a pitcher. And I love Tarek Skubal. And I think his mechanics look like he's not going to get injured. But we're talking a pitcher getting close to his 40s. We see his best stuff right now. Maybe he gets a little better. I don't know how much better you can get. Like, he's at his peak. Let's say he's in his prime for his next 3 years. And then another 8 years, $400 million. Like, it's not that he's bad or they don't have a good farm system or this or that. It's how it all matches up together on top of the type of front office strategy.
You would have to be Mr. I.
You have to.
He would have to.
And they're not going to do that yet, I don't believe.
I don't think so.
Because it would have to be right now.
Well, if the front office and AJ Hinch believed with a few shrewd moves and opening up of the checkbook, I wish I could be a fly on the wall because I know none of us here know this answer. But would Chris Illich trust those guys and say, you know what, like Tom Gores, for all the hate we get, we know that if that basketball room goes to Tom Gores and say, open up the checkbook, he's going to open up the checkbook. I wonder if they have that rapport with Chris Illich.
I just really hope that Chris Illich doesn't make the same mistake twice. When he finally opened up the checkbook for Al Avila, what did we get? Javi freaking Baez, man.
If I were him, I'd have a little bit of PTSD of hey, I need to see you make some moves and trust.
But
and I like Flaherty.
Yeah.
It's not like his
he was pressured to make a move with Baez, though. It was like kind of a culmination of the fans calling for something to happen and them just having the money to go out and chase a star. They picked the wrong star.
And sadly, we can't even deny.
And he wasn't really even a star, but you can technically at that time call him a star. But,
sadly, we can't deny the fact that he went out the lineup, they cratered, he came back, and now they're like looking better again.
This team is.
I can't explain it.
You guys got to trust me. This team is closer to the beginning of a rebuild than it is to the finale of a rebuild.
I do hear you.
And while you could spend and put the right pieces in place, it also requires convincing guys to come to the Tigers at this moment. There are so many factors. At the end of the day, it requires a lot of money. I don't think they're ready to spend yet. They trust Scott Harris and his identification of prospects a little better than his identification of vets right now.
But my question to you is, do you trust Scott Harris in the process?
I trust him more now in his prospect, his talent evaluation versus what are the right vets to bring in to supplement what, maybe our lineup is going to look like next year with our own homegrown guys that were in, like, without making any other moves. Like, the vets have to fit the development pattern. There's a lot that goes into place, but I like what he's drafted. I like Clark and McGonigal and Bryce Rayner. I like that he's gone. He identified Justin Henry Malloy. That's the type of hitter they want in this organization. To be determined if he works out long term. Colt Keith, like, they identified him early. They gave him that contract because of what he does with the bat in his hand. So I like his identification of talent at the prospect level.
You don't like the free agency moves, though?
Not yet.
Yeah.
And this is what he was like in San Francisco, too, when he was with the Giants. His strengths were talent identification in the minor leagues to get the prospects up. Yeah. And there will be a time, whether it's in 2 years or in the next decade, where you're going to have to ship out some prospects to go chase the World Series.
Absolutely.
But I don't think they're ready to, like, go all in the next 2 years, which is the reason you would keep Skubal.
But this wouldn't be necessarily an all-in move, but this would jumpstart the process. This making or buying at the deadline, I feel like would jumpstart the process of you waiting for your big guns to come up, i.e. Max Clark, maybe whoever's left. If they trade McGonigal, maybe Lee's down there, maybe Jackson, Joe. We don't know. But I'm just saying there's a way to jumpstart and compete without, having to give up the whole shebang.
Definitely. And betting on the guys who are in double and triple A now will actually be competent major leaguers. Not
which
all-stars.
I think he does.
We banked on Spencer Torkelson this year. How'd that work out? We banked on Parker Meadows.
That wasn't his guy, though.
Exactly. His guys are 2-3 years away. Tarek Skubal is 2-3 years away from $400 million minimum. This is without factoring in inflation. Garrett Cole in 2020, 9 years, $324 million. That's the type of contract. That's the minimum that they're going to go look at. Maybe you convince Tarek Skubal, not Scott Boras. You're not convincing him. Maybe you can convince Tarek Skubal tomorrow before these 2.5 years of team control for a couple $1 million. Convince him, hey, will you sign for 6 years, $300 million tomorrow so we can go for it in the next 6 years? You'll be 33 and have the chance at another contract, but you're locking in, a life-changing, generation-changing contract right now. That might be the only way you'll convince him. But knowing Scott Harris, this is his top client right now. His goal right now is in 2.5 years, I'm going and I'm looking for something with a 4 and 2 commas minimum.
Get this man in the Tigers front office.
Open up.
Do it. And again, I don't even know if I would offer that type of contract to any pitcher. I don't know if I would offer it to Skeens, but that's compelling. Skeens and Skubal are compelling.
Yeah, they are.
That's
Skeens,
what it will
your
cost.
doppelganger?
I just think every pitcher is going to get hurt within 10 years, or they're not going to be at the top of the MLB at some point. For probably 2 or 3 years out of a 10-year contract, you're not going to see Tarek Skubal this good.
Open
and we
up
need him
the
this good for the
checkbook.
next 2.5 years to justify buying. There are a lot of variables. I want
good conversation.
disclaimer. I want to keep Skubal.
Open up the checkbook
a little bit more. This is an interesting conversation. It's the most. For the Tigers, it is the biggest thing they have to figure out.
This is historical.
I'm low-key glad this happened. I'm glad AJ Hinch came out and said that. Now I'm really watching intently at the deadline now.
What we can, everybody, Detroit Tigers fans.
Is this a segment clip today?
It might be.
This might be.
This was good.
This was good. This one might be it.
Tigers fans. I hate to tell you to root for a Boston team, but the best thing that can happen for everything that we want to do, even if it means not making a move, is the Red Sox starting off hot here.
Yep.
We need them to push the Orioles, put even more pressure on them. We know there's a little bidding war between the Dodgers and the Orioles. Orioles are by far the team that can give us the best, closest to Major League ready. This is never going to happen again.
Yeah.
Where you have a chance to get, honestly, their top 3 prospects, which are 3 of the best in baseball, including the number 1 who's generational. So this is the time we need the Red Sox, who are like 3 games behind the Orioles and Yankees, to make a push.
Yeah.
So if they get pushing, that makes them a player for Scooble. That puts the pressure on the Orioles. There are so many things. Let's root for the Red Sox. Screw it.
Let's rock, man. Let's rock.
We late.
Hell of a show, though.
Overtime today. We won in double overtime, I think.
I'm cool with it.
I like it.
Factual.
We gave the people what they wanted.
We did. You know what? Our reigning bar king. Is it time to close things up?
Wait time.
Hey, let's get that test fast. Let's go. Thank you guys for choosing to kick off the day and end your week and beginning your weekend with Wake Up with the Woo Crew. We appreciate you, chat family. Go on ahead and smash that like button to support us if you didn't get the opportunity to do so yet. But let's break this thing down. Up here on the desk, it's your boy Brandon, aka Detroit Kool-Aid, your credentialed Pistons reporter and writer, and our credentialed Tigers and Lions reporter. That is Matthew Broder. What up, though, brother?
What up, Del? Great show. Great week. Love you all. What?
So you're over the type of fast.
Oh, yeah. I just want to tell Dakota Mullet, like, it's a great art. Like, I see both sides of it. Like, it's polarizing. The social media post that blew up yesterday, it currently is exploding. The Red Sox trade.
Views.
Like, it's honestly so fascinating to me. It's a social experiment. Both fan bases could not be farther apart.
Yeah.
You put that trade out, the Red Sox fans, they're like, "What? We would never." They're laughing at us, thinking that like it's a complete joke to even think about that. Tigers fans, most of them don't want to add.
Verlander,
they
right?
want more. Ben Verlander's like,
if they trade that boy, I'm throwing away all my Tigers gear.
and it's hard to blame either side.
Yeah.
You know, like I get why the Red Sox, who are contending already, wouldn't want to sacrifice their best prospects. They're patient. But I also get why the Tigers wouldn't want to give up Scooble. It's just there's pros and cons to both. There's risks to both.
Yeah. I know one thing. The Tigers cannot do nothing at the deadline. I know that for a fact.
Yes.
They have to do something or this town will riot.
Yes.
That's right. Shout out to that dude, Justin, 6th man of the year, head coach of the Woo Crew, right, man? You're
you know, signing up those X and O's.
Go run some drills and all that, get us right for the season.
Check minor, over.
Let's go. Thank you for everything you do for us, that dude, Justin. Let's get to the Elite Booth. Before that, shout out to Fennel Sam, the veteran squad, 5th member of the starting lineup. Shout out to you, brother. We love you. Crush Big D energy today. Shout out to Woodward Sports' MVP, though. And it didn't move. It is JB Smooth.
JB Smooth over here. Hey, it's been a long week. Appreciate everyone in the chat. And just know, this weekend, I'm on NCAA.
Don't call, don't text.
Don't call, don't text. I ain't answering nothing. I'm on NCAA.
That needs to be, if you got an iPhone, one of your focus modes this week. NCAA mode. That's it. Do not disturb. Hey, this has been a great show. We appreciate you guys for tapping in with Wake Up Woodward. Stay plugged in with the rest of the Woodward Sports Network. Got Big D Energy starting, well, not an hour after us now. About 44 minutes from now.
They're going to be a little Ryan Edwards was about 7 minutes late yesterday, too.
Okay.
So we good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope. Thank you
went
guys.
a little bit over.
Have a blessed day. It's been Wake Up Woodward.